not able to give you recordings. We're giving you a detailed document of it. All right. So, and on not top of that, what we'll also do for people who stay till the end, right? We will give you access to a tool which is an AI agentic browser for free, which you'll see. We will give you an AI handbook, which is a summarization and notes of everything that is covered today. And I'll give you a list of 3,000 AI prompts that I have curated, which I thought would be super nice for all of you people. But you will get access to all of this towards the end. I don't want to give it out right now. The reward goes to people who have the patience to listen, and we will not be emailing this or anything around it. You need to be on the session to be able to get access to all of this. Now, to get started with learning AI, you need to first make a list of things that you need to use AI for yourself. That is what I would do. I would list down everything that I do today and where all can I use AI in this process. Because you know what? There are literally thousands of AI tools out there. Literally thousands, I'm not kidding. And every single day, if you're on YouTube, Instagram, you will find, or TikTok, you will find a new piece of content which says this is the next biggest thing out there. This is the best tool out there. So it's a nightmare. You can't keep up with how fast things are moving. There are literally brand new tools coming in every single day. So what is that I follow? I follow a simple framework. And that is what I'll be teaching you. It's called AIY. That is AI for yourself. I will tell about what this is. Now, what is AI for yourself? AI for yourself is all about breaking down all the top problems that you have, all the top things that you do on a daily level, and putting them into different buckets and finding the right tool for each of the problem. Now, I'm going to generalize this for myself, and I think this will be relevant for all of you people. Like I said, it's about breaking down the use cases into different buckets. For example, here, I have broken them down into AI for core skills, AI for productivity, how I can increase my productivity, AI so that I can learn faster. How could I use AI for creativity? How I could use AI for my career. In the same way, you can make your own buckets. But I thought these are buckets that are relevant for everyone. And like I said, the first thing for AI for yourself framework, for you to master it, what you need to understand is the core skills. What are the core skills that you need to learn to leverage the true power of AI? Well, the core skills that you need to pick up to leverage the true power of AI is basically something called as prompt engineering. How many of you guys have at least heard of this word prompt engineering? Can you give me a thumbs up? You've heard of this word prompt engineering. And for everyone else who has never heard of this word prompt engineering, don't imagine that this is going to be something around writing code. Guys, the good news about this is that the whole session, you can learn every piece of it. Even if you don't know how to write a single line of code. Because guess what? Neither do I. I don't know how to write a single line of code either. But I'm able to get the most out of AI already because you don't need to be an engineer. You don't need to write code. You don't need to be a STEM person to be able to leverage the power of AI. And I've designed the whole session keeping that in mind. Not that I could have done anything else because I don't write code either. But anyways, coming to the first concept that I wanted to teach. Mastering prompt engineering, the first skill set that you need to master for you to win the world of AI. It's called prompt engineering. Now, let's say you have a task with you. The first task, guys, writing an email. Let's say you have 10,000 email subscribers. You run a beautiful newsletter. You have 10,000 email subscribers and you want to invite them to a workshop. Right? What do? Let's say I'm going to write a prompt like this. You can use a ChatGPT, you can use a Gemini, you can use a Claude, whatever tool you like. Let's say I open Gemini. Right? Here it is. You can see my Gemini on the screen and I can write, this is what people do, right? Write an email inviting 10K email subscribers of mine to the AI workshop I am organizing this weekend. That is what a prompt could be. This is how we write a prompt, right? You can actually use the fast model because this is just text generation. right? So that I can get an answer fast. And whenever we write something like this, right, we actually get quite a decent email. It says, hey, ready to build? Join our AI workshop this weekend. Hi, name. The AI landscape is moving fast, so fast that the next month is often too late to catch up. I like that. Why I'm hosting an exclusive deep dive AI workshop this weekend, and I would love for you to be there. The details are there. What I'm covering is there. It's a decent email, right? It's pretty good. Guys, how much would you rate this email from a scale of 1 to 10? How much would you rate this workshop from, this email that we got from a scale of 1 to 10? I would love to know. 7, I see 10s, I see 6, I see 8s, I see 5s. All right, got a sense. Somebody gave a 3 as well. I'm assuming that person is an incredible content writer. Okay, got it. Now, I'm not happy with this because this is okay, but this is how my, even my grandmom would write an email. If I teach her how to use Gemini, this is the kind of prompt she would write as well. But for you guys, now that you're here, you need to learn a new framework. I'm going to teach you a new prompting framework, and it's called the Magic Prompt Formula. What is that? The Magic Prompt Formula is what allows you to get your outputs incredibly powerful. Now, before I actually teach you what a Magic Prompt Formula is, I'm going to copy and paste the prompt that I have written in the past. And I'm going to teach you and explain you what this prompt is as well. The first line that you see, I started by saying, you are an experienced email copywriter who has written for brands like Ogilvy. This, my friends, is called as role. Whenever I write a prompt, you see, generative AI machines like Gemini are generalized machines. They're good with almost everything, right? And when I'm getting them to write an email, I want them to think like an email copywriter. I want them to wear a hat. And I want them to be extremely specific. That is what I'm doing. The moment I put role, I write something like this. You are an experienced email copywriter who has written for brands like Ogilvy. So what will AI do? It'll be like, oh, I need to act like someone who's an experienced email copywriter who has written for brands like Ogilvy. So it reads up everything, or it reminds itself how how people at Ogilvy used to write, how these iconic copywriters used to write, and it'll imbibe all the skills into itself, right? Next, once I have this, you have to give the task. So the second line that you see is the task. What does it say? Write a launch email for a new workshop on generative AI. Write an email inviting people who have signed up for the workshop. This is what we just wrote. So if you remember, what we wrote as a prompt in the beginning was just a task. We didn't define it. Now we are defining it, right? There's a task. Now, once you have written the task, I often end up writing, giving AI more context, that is instructions. These are instructions, how I want my email copy to be. I'm being very specific. I say, make a copy, over the top fun, designed to resonate with the audience of 25 plus, trying to figure out the way around ChatGPT. Focus a lot on users, working in marketing, tech, product, and design roles, and how this workshop will be useful. Talk about other interesting things as well. And I also say, include a review from someone who said the session was a no-brainer. Now you see, instead of just writing a prompt, I gave it a role so it knows how it should behave. I gave it the task and I gave it a bunch of instructions. I told what my audience is, what they like, what they don't like, and everything around it. Now that I've done this, let's click on the send button and let's see what it comes up with. Look at that subject line. RIP to your manual era. See you inside. Hey Nate, you're in. You just took the single most important step towards making sure a robot doesn't take your job by learning how to make the robot your most caffeinated, overachieved intern instead. Let's be real. If you're in marketing, tech, product, and design, the vibes and prayers method of prompting ChatGPT is officially dead. While everyone else is still typing, write me a LinkedIn post, you're about to learn how to build the entire workflow. Webhub is ready to pull the curtain, and honestly, your productivity is about to get a serious glow up. What you're hitting your inbox, what you should not take in for the word because we asked it to add a testimonial, and the chef's kiss bonuses which added a bonus, and it says stay hungry, the growth school team. Guys, now I see those hearts pouring in already. Now, from a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think of this email? From a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think of this email? I love those answers. I see hundreds. I see 20s. I see a lot of 9s and 10s. 9.5. Someone's like, "Oh, there is still room to make it better." But you see the power of prompting? Drop a boom in the chat if you understood the power of prompting. It's the same AI. It's the same Gemini model. What I asked as a question was slightly different. I followed a prompting framework and look at the difference in output. Guys, everybody has the same paintbrush. Everybody has the same paintbrush. You know what? It's all about how you use the paintbrush. That is what made a Picasso. It's not the different paintbrush. It was the Picasso on how he used the paintbrush. Right? Now somebody is like, hey, it can be better. What's next? Here's the thing. It can be better. Right? But I wish you could learn everything about prompting in a single day. The idea here is to make yourself slightly better than you were before. Right? Awesome. Now, we use Gemini right now. I'm going to give you a very smart hack, okay, that I personally use. You know what? I'm one of those people who wants to get the best out of AI. And in this place, I use Gemini, which is awesome, right? It's free, it works great. But I always want more out of AI. And what happens in most of the cases is that, I would literally like open 3 different AI models. I would open Gemini, I would open, Claude, I would open Grok, I would probably open Llama, I would also probably open ChatGPT and ask the same question in every other AI. And see which one is giving the best answer and pick that up. How many of you guys do it? Drop a me in the chat. You give the same question to different AI models and hope that one of the AI model gives you a better answer. Yes? Well, you're already one step ahead. Let me tell you that. I do that all the time. But you know what? It is painful. It takes a lot of time. I need to switch between tabs. How wonderful would that have been if there was one app, there was one tool where I could write prompt once like I just did, right? I just wrote the prompt once and multiple AI models can work for me. Wouldn't that be awesome? Instead of me jumping to multiple tools, I would just give the same prompt and multiple AI models would work for me parallelly and I can pick the one that I like. Well, that is exactly the tool that I want to talk about, and it is called as Get Multi. It's called as Get Multi or multi.ai. And guys, we were going to share links to all these tools and all the prompts towards the end, so you don't have to worry. Okay? What Multi does is incredible. It allows you to compare results from multiple AI models at once. I have already logged in, obviously, right? So let me quickly refresh. Here you are, right? I can make it into full screen. And if I tap on this compare model right here, look at this. I all of a sudden have access to more than 300 AI models that I can pick and basically compare the answers from. If I'm too lazy, what I usually do is top model combos picked for you is a common one. I just select that. And you see this, GPT-5, Opus 4, 2.5 Pro of Gemini, and DeepSeek R1. All 4 AI models. Let's say you're like, I want this machine to work harder for me. You can also add more models, whatever you want. Let's say you use a Gemma, I use a Grok Fast, everything. Now, I've added like 7 different AI models. I paste the same prompt that we already gave to Gemini in the past, and I click on send button. And you know what? This tool comes into effect. Look at this. OpenAI, Opus, Gemini, DeepSeek R1, Qwen 3, which has thrown an error, Grok 4 Fast, which has thrown an error, which happens all the time because you are working with multiple AI models at once, are all working for me parallelly. With GPT-5, the answer is here already. You can see this Claude Opus 4, the answer is here. Gemini 2.5 Pro, the answer is here. And look at this. Every AI model, as right now, generated the answer for me. Gemma 3, which threw an error as well, has already generated the answer. Now, all of a sudden, instead of breaking your head with one AI model, you can compare answers from multiple AI models next to each other and select the one that you like. Let's say I like this one the most. I can say I prefer this response. And this tool will remember and make sure next time you're doing a comparison, it will automatically add this model as well. Let's say I want to give feedback to all of them. I can just say, can you make it shorter? And again, all of a sudden, all these AI models are going to work parallelly for you to make it shorter so you can pick the right answer. So instead of me jumping into 5 different AI models, what am I getting to do? I'm getting AI to overwork for me so that I'm always getting the best freaking output. This is what people who know how to use AI actually do. It's not just about writing the right prompt. It's also about picking the right AI model. A lot of times we don't know. And a lot of us also don't know that there are not just 4 models, there are hundreds of them. And multi unlocks this for us. Guys, if you think this is insane, drop in a heart if you think this is insane. And of course, I hope you guys are having fun as well in this process. My idea was to teach you a bunch of things, and we are just getting started. That was multi, guys. And I'm going to share all the links and all the prompts with you. Don't worry about it. Next, in the world of AI, there are research interns at your service. What do I mean by that? You want to find information about something. You could use AI like a magic there. You could absolutely use AI like magic. And there are some incredible AI tools for that. Again, when I need to do research about something, which is, I want to do a research on a topic. I don't want an answer. I want AI to read a lot of articles on my behalf. Let's say I want to start, hypothetical, all right? Let's say I want to start an AI consulting company. And the AI consulting company that I'm starting, I want to launch it for small businesses in the US, companies with less than 200 employees. I want to read about what are the top problems of the companies in the US, which are less than 200 employees. What is the market size? What are the kind of solutions that I can design for them? For which I have to read literally hundreds of articles on the internet. But I'm too lazy for that. So what do? I get my AI to work for me. That is what I meant by research intern. Instead of me sitting and reading 100 articles and taking like 5 hours to understand about something, I get my AI to read all the 100 articles in a few minutes. And once that is done, I just read a consolidated report so that I could get everything that I need probably in like 10 minutes instead of wasting 5 hours. And when it comes to something like this, the best tool when it comes to research is called as Perplexity. It's called as Perplexity. This is one of the best AI research tool. And when I click on this add button, there is something called as deep research on Perplexity. Now, ChatGPT also has deep research, so does Gemini, but I think Perplexity, not I think, data says it has the best deep researcher in the world. And when it comes to using AI, I always believe in using the best AI tool for the task. I am not one of those dummies to use ChatGPT for everything. In fact, for most of the things, I don't use ChatGPT. Right? When it comes to research, Perplexity is my go-to. So I click on this add button, I come to deep research. I've selected this. Now I write a prompt, something like this. You can see this. The role: you are a lead strategy consultant and AI implementation expert. Your specialty is in helping non-technical US business owners to bridge the gap between AI hype and operational reality using no-code systems. I gave a role. I'm basically telling the AI that it is a expert in strategy and consulting, right? The task that I gave is to conduct a deep research to build a 2026 business blueprint for a no-code AI agency. The agency will target US-based companies under 250 employees that are struggling with manual and repetitive labor. You see, there are a lot of companies in the US, in fact, all over the world. This example I made it US, right? Who want to automate things. It's a massive opportunity for all of you people as well. right? Who want to automate things using AI, but they don't know how to do it. So they're looking for agencies to help them. They obviously cannot go to a McKinsey, a Bain, or a PwC because they're too expensive. They're just 250 member companies. So they're looking for consultants, and that is what I'm trying to understand as a market here. I give it a bunch of instructions here, right, in the same way, and I give it some notes here as well, where I specify all service must be no code, meaning they can be built and maintained by someone with zero traditional programming experience. This is the research I want AI to do. You can see this again. I've designed this prompt in a style that I want to. Of course, this is a prompt that is crafted. I'm going to share these prompts so that you'll get better over the course of time as well, right? When I send the prompt, what this researcher can do is actually quite wild, right? What it can do is, look at this. The first thing it's doing is that it's researching all the services that I can provide. And for that, you see how many news articles on the internet it is reading. We can't even do this. We can't even work at this pace. But it is literally reading tens of articles in a few seconds. It's going through the articles, picking up information, it's doing this stuff on behalf of us. And then now it's pursuing insights on no-code AI automation tools, agentic workflows, and vibe coding to shape the practical 2026 SMB blueprint. So again, it searched for a bunch of keywords just like a human and then started to read again. And as it read it, it found new insights. You can see this. Guys, what you're looking at right now is an agent, is an AI agent in action. Right? What did it do? It found some insights, and after it finishes all of this, now it has started to write a super extensive report. Isn't this wild, guys? And for this, it went through all these links. It read all these articles on the internet on our behalf. In like, look at how long this list is. This would have taken me like 5 hours maybe. It's still going on. I'm scrolling, it's coming. It has read all these articles on our behalf and has written this super extensive document. Isn't this absolutely wild? I can go through this report instead of sitting and reading about it. Now, I want to give you a nice little hack. What Perplexity can do is it can read everything about what's happening in the world of internet. Like if there's a blog article or something like that, Perplexity can absolutely do that. But let's say, because we are talking about, in this example, right, we're talking about building an AI consulting agency. That is a consulting agency to help other small companies with AI. I want to know specifically if there are ideas that people have spoken about using which I can make money. Are there any opportunities or AI consulting kind of opportunities that people have spoken about on the internet, which I can take reference from? And one of the best places when it comes to taking references is usually Twitter. Right? A lot of people tweet about great ideas that they have, but they don't have time to execute. But when we do a deep research like this tool doesn't have access to Twitter. It only has access to articles on the internet. It doesn't have access to social media. And I believe Twitter is a gold mine. So whenever I need ideas, whenever I want to know what people are talking about a specific topic, humans, regular people like you and me are talking about a specific topic, I go to Twitter. I spend a lot of time on Twitter. Now, what if I told you there is a research tool which can research information on Twitter and find you even more real insights from humans? That is basically social research, right? And for that, I use a tool called as Grok. Now, you guys might know Grok is built by Elon Musk. It's part of SpaceX right now because SpaceX acquired. So it's weird, right? Elon Musk acquired Twitter. He made it X. And then he created a new company called as XAI, which is Grok. And XAI acquired Twitter. So XAI and Grok became one. Sorry, XAI and X became one. And then a few days back, SpaceX acquired XAI and Twitter. Are you guys aware of this news? Where SpaceX became that one company that owns everything right now, which is touted to be $1 trillion company. But anyways, that is what Grok is. Grok's specialization, again, what I'm trying to teach you today is for you to understand There are AI tools which are specialized for specific things. Deep research on Perplexity was a great thing when I was trying to research what is out there on the internet. But when I want to know what are people actually talking about on the internet, humans like you and me are talking about the internet, not authors of articles. I use Grok and I can write a prompt something like this. Look at this. I'm doing research for opportunities of AI consulting services that I can send to you, that I can send to employees with less than 250 employees in the US. I want to do an extensive research of tweets where people are talking about AI monetization opportunities that can give me some ideas on how I could sell. So I'm looking for monetization ideas of what people are talking about. Do a deep research of finding tweets that people are talking about opportunities to sell businesses all over the world. So I'm going to turn on this deep search button, right, on Grok, and I'm going to click on the send button. Now, Grok, like I told you, has this magic of reading hundreds of tweets and giving me even more insightful information. And that is what I'm doing, right? Grok can take its own time to do all the research. And that's exactly why I did this some time back. And you can see this, it thought for 1 minute, 20 seconds. It read a bunch of tweets on the internet and gave me an extensive report of what regular people like you and me are talking about this opportunity of AI consulting. So we got Perplexity to do research about consulting, AI consulting on no code AI agency by reading up hundreds of articles on the internet. And we got Grok to tell us by reading hundreds of tweets on Twitter and tell us what people are giving you as ideas. This is how you take research to the next level and how you use the right AI tools for right things. Guys, are we on the same page? Am I making sense? Are we on the same page? I'm going to turn on the chat. From a scale of 1 to 10, how is it going? Am I able to give you context? Am I able to give you ideas? Yes? All right. Awesome. Perfect. Looks like we are on the same page, but we are just getting started. I told you it's going to be quite a ride. We are just getting started. Now, AI for Yourself framework, what did we learn? We learned the core skills that you need. Prompt engineering, using multiple AI tools using Multi. How can you do research using Perplexity? How can you do social research using Grok, tools like Grok? Now, let's jump into the world of productivity. And when I think about productivity, it's all about working smarter and not harder. How can you use AI to work smarter and not harder? Let us say that your boss calls you and says, we have a meeting in next 60 minutes. You have to present a few slides. Let's say you're working for this AI consulting company. Let's call it Crazy Heads. The name of the company is Crazy Heads, which is also the name of my old startup. So I'm going to give it Crazy Heads. Crazy Heads, the AI consulting company, right? And you're working for that company. And your boss is like, hey, I asked you to do the research, right? Have you done the research? And you have done the research because you use deep research using Perplexity and Grok to do all the research. Now your boss is like, hey, can you make a few presentations and you can present me about the opportunity, is what he told you. You're like, dude, how do I build a presentation in an hour? Well, you can, because we use AI to do that. And the tool that we're going to use for presentation today is none other than actually Gemini. I'm actually quite surprised most people don't know about this. Gemini is incredible when it comes to presentations. So here is how you can get Gemini to build presentations for you. All right. So the first thing that you do is you click on this tools button and you turn on Canvas. You need to turn on the setting Canvas to be able to build presentations. Then I could write a prompt like this. What I can say, I can explain how I want my presentation to be. I say, act as a high-end presentation consultant. I need a pitch deck for Crazy Heads, my AI consulting business. The vibe, how I want the design to be. Ultra minimalist, sophisticated, and data-driven, but readable. Color theory. Strict palette of monochrome black and white with neon green. I'm telling how I want my design and colors to be, and only for data highlights and call to actions. Content. I said for content, use the provided research to build a narrative, focus on market gaps, growth predictions, and localized opportunities. Keep the text to white space ratio high. And here is the research. Guys, these are prompts. You can change it however you want. And you know what? Because I want a presentation to be done, you remember this research that we got done? I'm going to just simply copy this research that we got from Perplexity. Here it comes. Thank you, Perplexity, for doing all the hard work. Gonna come to Gemini, act like the smart cookie who has done everything myself, and I'm gonna paste that report. And you remember there was Grok research that we did of key opportunities in AI. I'm gonna copy that as well, right? Come here and paste that as well. What did I say? I asked it to create a high-end presentation as a consultant. That's what I asked for. All I need to do, I can also click on the Pro for the AI to work harder and click on the send button. That's it. I just had to say, turn the canvas on, just say how I want my presentation to be and click on send button. The canvas button is very, very important, or else Gemini will not be able to generate the presentation. That's it, guys. You know what? Gemini is going to work hard for about 10 minutes. You can see it's thinking about how you want, how it's going to plan. It's planning. This part of it, it's called as reasoning. Gemini 3 Pro is a reasoning model. That is, it thinks before it answers. So it's right now planning how it should design your presentation. And look at this. It has started to create a presentation. It's going to take a few minutes. And in a few minutes, it's going to give us the presentation. To save time, I have done this a few days back. Okay, I did this a few days back, and this is the presentation it came up with. Crazy Heads, the general AI contractor. You can see the slide 2, the AI sprawl crisis. It designed these images. It designed the slides. It pulled the text from the deep research that we did. We don't just build code. We orchestrate chaos. Crazy Heads, the general contractor model. Talking about the market reality, I asked it to be very data-driven. I spoke about core services, the speed advantage, why we are faster, why we are better. Agentic workflows is what we build. General contractor process, value-based partnerships. We start at $50,000 and we go up to $120,000 in our offerings. The client ROI trajectory. Why Crazy Heads? Let's build. Contact at crazyheads.ai. Guys, what do you guys think of that? From a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think this presentation is? It basically took me, oh, by the way, this is done as well. That was done a time back, and now you can see the one that we are just trying is built as well. It's on the brand that we want. It's about how we want the design to be and everything around it. All right. Looks like people have absolutely loved it. But you know what? You guys have been very, very nice and kind. Should I teach you an even more powerful process? I see everybody is rating it as 10. Should we make it 100 out of 10? Do I show you a tool that has just released, which is insane when it comes to presentation? I am mind blown and I can't believe it's free. Guys, the name of the tool is called as Kimi.com, or it's by Moonshot AI. It's called as Kimi. Okay, it's an incredibly powerful tool. It is like ChatGPT and Gemini. Okay, and on Kimi, it has a bunch of options. You can see this. I can literally select slides here. Okay, there you go. I've selected the slides. It asks me if there's a design style that I want. Let's say I like this data-driven design style. I can click on the preview as well to see how the style is. This looks very nice. This looks complex. This also looks very data-driven, so I like it. I'm going to select this style. It's asking me, do I want it to be adaptive? I can say visual. I can select this design. And it's also asking me how many slides do I want. I'm going to keep it auto. And I'm going to just paste the same prompt that I pasted some time back inside of this. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste the same prompt inside of Kimi. Click on the send. And guys, Kimi will get into action. Kimi is incredible when it comes to presentations. Okay, it is going to take good 10 minutes to build the presentation. You can see it has started to think. It has a reasoning model. The models are as good as Claude Opus 4.5. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's going to do all the research. It's going to do all the thinking. And after 10 minutes, look at this. It's creating the outline as well. It's agentic. It does the task end to end, right? It is outlining everything right now. Look at that. It's converting all the research that we gave into slides visually, which we can see, which is so bloody cool, right? Looks like it has a bunch of slides. And once this is done, right, it will start generating images and text, and will start designing the presentation. And it will take about good 10 minutes. You can see this. I can generate slides right now. It will take about good 10 minutes. And once that is done, you know what? It will end up building a presentation like this. I just generated it an hour before. Look at this. Crazy Heads, the general contractor of AI, orchestrating disconnected tools into revenue generating workflows, $180 billion opportunity. The AI paradox. How beautiful these graphs are. I don't know. I'm a digger when it comes to data driven slides, because I don't believe in slides to be beautiful. I believe in slides to be data driven. And this is a dream. It is so beautiful according to me. And on top of that, it is so data driven. It focuses on the fact that I wanted it to be data driven. Look at this. And it's the style that I picked up. I can obviously pick up a style which is not so data driven. All the slides, guys, are right here. And the best part is, if I want to edit it, I can click on this edit page and I can start editing the slide as well. If I want to make a change in one of the slides, you can see I have all the options here. I can start editing the slides as well. Now, I'm not going to go into it. You can see it started to load. It's going to do all the work right now for us, but you get the idea. So guys, which one did you like more? Gemini or Kimi when it comes to presentations? There you go. I know this is gold, isn't it? This is gold. And I thought, hey, this just came out. And I thought that I need to teach you guys if I'm doing a session. It's not Mimi, guys. It's Kimi. Anyways. So the next thing that I want to teach you when it comes to productivity is with data. How many of you guys think Excel and data are nightmare? You guys are not data driven, or I'm not data driven. Like, I cannot write Python and all that good stuff. But I know for a fact I need to be data driven to be able to do my job better. How many of you guys want to learn how to use AI inside of Excel, so that even if you don't remember the formulas, even if you don't remember what that VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP was, AI can help you do that? Me in the chat. Come on, guys. Bring on that energy. Me in the chat. Yes? All right. Let us do that right now. The tool that we're going to use for this is called as Numerous.ai. Again, we're going to share links to all the tools. You don't have to worry. It's a Chrome extension that I've installed. And once you install that extension, right, let me open a sheet of data right here. Look at this. I have a bunch of data right here. It's an example. Okay. And let's say I have the phone number, address, city, state, country, and postal code, right? I want the full address to be here. I want all this data to be merged into this cell inside of Excel. Of course, guys, you can do macros, you can do HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP as well, but I don't want to scare people, right? I want to show a simple example so everybody can understand this, okay? Because I've installed Numerous AI already, I can go to extensions. You can see Numerous AI right here, and I can click on Show Sidebar. Extensions, Numerous AI, Show Sidebar, and the sidebar kind of pops up. All I have to do is, let's say I want to write a formula here which can merge all this information, but I don't know what formula that is. So I can come here, keep my mouse here, click on Generate Formula, and I can literally say what I want. Can you please write the formula for merging all the information in, what is this? F2, G2, H2, I2, and J2. In F2, G2, H2, I2, and J2. And also, please add spaces in between. This is how you would tell a friend of yours if you don't know how to write a formula. And my friend here is my AI, which is Numerous. I click on Generate Formula, and you know what? It'll understand what I'm talking about. and it is still loading. And here you go. It has generated a formula which I have no idea what it is. I'm gonna just click on insert into cell and see what happens right here. Look at that, guys. The formula is inserted into the cell. Now I can simply drag and drop. This is how much I know for sure. And here you go. All the fields, all the information right here is concatenated without even me knowing what the formula is. Now, like I told you, it's a simple example that I showed you so that you can relate to it. Now, you can just tell AI what you want to do inside of Excel, what formula you want to write. AI will understand what you're trying to say and it will write the formula for you. No matter how complex, it could be VLOOKUPs, it could be HLOOKUPs, it could be macros, it could be app scripts. For people who know what I'm talking about, it can do everything.
Huh?
And it's crazy. I am so thankful since I found this tool. Every time I need to do something, I would always go to YouTube and look for a video, watch it like 20 times, come back, do it, mistakes will happen, go back to YouTube. I used to do all this nonsense. Now, I have numerous. I just say what I want, AI writes the formula, and life is good. Right? Guys, I hope you like it. I hope the introduction of this tool is good. I would love to see some hearts. Keep those hearts coming, guys. If you like something, so that I know that you guys are having good time and you're learning something. Or because there's no way for me to see you guys. Sadly, we are on a Zoom webinar. I can't even see your faces. I'm talking to myself. The only thing that I know, the reason why I keep looking down like this is because here is where I can see all your reactions. I can see all your hearts coming. That tells me that, hey, dude, you're not talking to yourself. The people on the other side, and you know what? They're actually having fun. That gives me energy. That gives me motivation. That keeps me going. So keep the energy on. Now, because I've got so many hearts, I feel kind and nice and I feel generous. I want to show you something else. Numerous is not just about writing formulas. What Numerous can actually do is quite cool. You see, with Numerous, what I could do is I could do repeated tasks. What do I mean by that? Let's say, here's a sheet of data. There's a product name, the category, and a review. Now you'll see, I don't know if it's a positive review or a negative review. It just says review. And I'm like, dude, what do I do with this information? I want to know all the negative reviews. I want to read them so that I know where I'm going wrong. But for that, I have to actually read 501 reviews, which is going to take a nightmare of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to type is equal to NAI, which is Numerous AI, right? And I'm going to say, I'm just going to write it in text. Go through the review and tell me if it's a positive one or a negative one. That's all I say. I close it. That's my prompt. I select the cell of the review and close the bracket. That's it. And you know what? AI went through this prompt, understood if it's a positive or negative one, and told me if it's a positive one or a negative one. How cool is that? Now that I've written the formula once by using plain text, I can simply drag it like this. And you know what? Instead of me reading each and every review, AI will do all the hard work for me in parallel. And look at that, guys. I just dragged it for 30. It took a few seconds. AI read all the reviews and it just told you if it's positive, negative, or what. Isn't this just amazing? Isn't this just incredible? This is how you could use AI tools in the right way. I didn't use ChatGPT here. I didn't go back to ChatGPT and ask it, hey, what is the formula that I need to write? I used the right tool inside of Excel to solve a problem of Excel. It's all, remember what Jensen Wong told? It's all about using the right AI tools to improve your productivity, to enhance your productivity. And that is what I'm doing right now. I'm using the right tools for the right things. And that is what gets you incredible outputs. That is what puts you ahead. Now, We have played with, Google Sheets. What if you want to build it into a dashboard? You want a data driven dashboard. You want visualizations. You want graphs and charts. And you don't know how to use Power BI or Tableau or any of those. You have a chunk of data. You have a big Excel sheet of data. And you're like, I need to analyze this. I don't know how to write code. I don't know how to use Excel. I don't know how to write SQL. I don't know how to write Python. But I wish I had a data scientist next to me who could do all this for me. Wouldn't that be awesome? Well, you know what? There is a data scientist for each and every one of you. And this data scientist is not just a regular data scientist. This data scientist is so bloody good that this data scientist can analyze the data and also create graphs and charts and visualizations. And in fact, if you want, this data scientist can actually build a dashboard just for you. We learned Excel. The next thing is about analyzing large chunks of data. And you know what? AI solves that as well. Let us take this example. Guys, this is Kaggle, by the way. On Kaggle, you can download data sets. Let's say there's a data set for you to play with it, right? Let's say there's a database, it has Netflix movies and TV shows data set. I just downloaded this. It's free. This is just for practice, right? I want to show you how to work. So it's a free data set that I downloaded. It's a sheet of data. What I can do is, I can go to your favorite chat GPT right now. Okay. I can go to your favorite chat GPT and I can write a prompt, something like this, using the magic prompt formula that I taught you already. Right? Here it comes. Role. You are a lead data visualization engineer and data scientist. And I can say, because this is Netflix data at Netflix. Task. Analyze the attached Netflix data set and write a complete Python application that serves as an internal executive dashboard. You don't even have to say Python dashboard, okay? Complete app. I'm basically saying I want you to build a kick-ass dashboard. The requirements, go through the data and everything. I'm also talking about how I want the visuals to be because I'm talking about the dashboard. I'm like the design should be Apple style, minimalist, rounded corners, soft shadows, white and gray. I'm a little particular with design. And interactivity is also what I'm mentioning. So I'm literally explaining it, how I want my dashboard to be. In fact, you know what? You can choose not to say anything. You can just say, you are an expert data scientist. Go through the data file that I have attached. Analyze the info. Find top insights and convert all of this into an interactive dashboard that can help me analyze the data better. That's it. Shit, my bad. Pardon my French here. I just clicked on the send button as well without sending the data. Right.
Hackers ki easy.
Here it comes. If you have the paid version, you should turn on the thinking model as well on ChatGPT. And remember the data file that we just downloaded? I could just, I just need to unarchive it. I can just drag and drop that Netflix data file that I just downloaded and click on the send button. That's it, guys. I uploaded the data. I said you're a data scientist. Go through the data file. Do all your magic that you want to do. And look at this. It has started to write Python. I don't know how to write Python. I don't know how to write code. But AI knows how to do it. So I'm letting it do the stuff. It's going to write code. It's going to do all the analysis. Look at that. It's writing a bunch of Python right now for me. Right? I don't even know what it means. I just want a dashboard in the end. That's all I requested for. And you know what? It's going to run on. It's going to run for good 10 minutes all by itself. And after 10 minutes, this is what you will get. You will get, look at this. I said build it. And this is what you will get. It has built it. And I can click on the preview button. And look at that, guys. The same data I shared some time back. Look at that. This is a dashboard that AI built for me. There are ratings, there are types, and all the data is right here. ChatGPT just built this for me. In fact, the graphs and charts are not loading for whatever reason. It's a little buggy. So I can just say, hey, the graphs are not working. I can fix that as well. I can just say, hey, the graphs and charts are not loading. Can you fix it, please? That's it, guys. If something doesn't work, you just ask AI to do it. I use the mic button to kind of talk to AI rather than typing it. And it'll get started to fix it. As simple as that. Now, I taught you this. And I always teach you a basic tool, and then I end up teaching you a slightly advanced tool, right? I taught you Gemini to design presentations, and then I taught you Kimi as well, which is an advanced tool. I taught you Perplexity for deep research, but then I also taught you Grok for deep research, for social research. I taught you how to analyze data on an Excel file. Now I also taught you how to build a dashboard. Now I want to teach you how to build an even better dashboard. Do you guys want to know that? Well, for that, what I will do is I will go to Google AI Studio. And if I go to aistudio.google.com, this is Google AI Studio, I can go to just on the sidebar, you will see something called as build. Okay, guys, we'll share all the links of everything. Whatever prompt I gave to ChatGPT, I can literally give the same prompt. I can literally upload the same file. And I can click on the build button. And you know what? This Google AI Studio is almost like a vibe coding tool. It can write code and analyze data and do all that good stuff. It's going to run for like good 10 minutes. I ran that some time back to show you what it can come up with. The same example of Netflix that I gave. It ran for like good, obviously. And folks, look at the dashboard it came up with. Netflix executive dashboard. Same prompt. I gave the same prompt. You can see this. Upload the same file. All right. Look at the beautiful dashboard it came up with. In fact, I can make it full screen as well here. Look at this. Isn't this insane? Movies. And you can see this content acquisition plotted graphs here as well. TV show. I can change the duration here as well. How beautiful is this? I can't believe AI built this for me in like no time. This, my friends, is called as Google AI Studio. Guys, quick round of check. From a scale of 1 to 10, how is it going? From a scale of 1 to 10, how is it going? You guys are learning. Love it. Love it. Love those hundreds. Love those thousands. Perfect. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad all of us are on the same page. You guys are having fun. Let's move on. There's a lot more that I wanted to cover today. There's a lot more that I wanted to cover today, and we don't have a lot of time. So we are going to move on. Okay? Now, the next thing that I want to teach you guys about is about AI for learning. We learned the core skills. We learned AI for productivity. Now it's time for you to learn AI for learning. Now, when it comes to AI for learning, right, I wanted to show you a very quick tool, right? I don't want to waste time demoing now because this is a very smart tool I want to show because I want to spend more time on a different tool, okay? For example, let's say you are someone who wants to read a lot of stuff on the internet. You want to read a lot of articles, you're curious, you want to know what's happening and everything around it. And you're one of those people. How could you make sure that you can consume more content than everybody else? For example, let's say you are on this article. This is a research article of Anthropic. It's called Tracing the Thoughts of a Large Language Model. It's a technical topic. In fact, if I read this article, I can't understand what it means either. But you know what? My AI sidekick can. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by AI sidekick can? Well, what I'm using right now at this point of time is a AI agent. The whole browser is actually an AI agent, which is called as Comet. Okay, and this AI browser that I'm using, this is the link that we will share with you towards the end, which is going to be for free for all of you people. It's a free browser. We're going to show you how you can install it as well towards the end. Okay, my team will come in and show you or send the link or whatnot. Right,
My team.
you have this, and because this is not Chrome, guys, this is something called as Comet. Right, it has something called as assistant baked in. I can tap on the sidebar. It's an AI sidekick. And I can literally ask a question. I can turn on this dictation button as well. Hey, could you please go through the whole article? It's a technical topic, looks like. Go through the whole article and summarize it to me like I'm a 10-year-old. Okay, there you go. I click on the send, and you know what? AI just went through the whole article, read it on our behalf, and gave me the whole summary right here. So every time I want to read something and I don't have the patience to read it because it's too technical, I get my sidekick to explain. Now, it has given me a very long answer, you can see. It's an explanation of what is in this article. I can say, give me a 5-line explanation. That's it. I don't want to know so much. I just need a 5-line explanation. And it says, here comes the 5-line explanation. Claude is like a fast brain made of numbers, and Anthropic is trying to watch how its thoughts move inside while it answers questions and things like that. Okay, now I can also say things like, can you quiz me on this topic?
Can you?
And you know what? It can quiz me on this topic as well. So it understood what it is. And look at this. It has started to generate a quiz for me. It is generating the quiz. I can already see the options and all that has generated. Look at that. I read about it. I want to make sure that I've understood what it is and has asked me a question. I can select the answer. Looks like it's an incorrect answer, and it's explaining me the correct answer here as well. Very cool, right? Very cool. Now I want to know what is the correct answer. The correct answer is C, and here is the explanation of that as well. Now, this tool that I'm showing you, which is the Assistant Sidekick, is not just about because it also works. Let me make it full screen right now. Okay. It also works with respect to videos. Let's say you found this incredible YouTube video by yours.
You're still paying for 10 different AI tools? Stop. Just stop.
You found this
Google just
YouTube
dropped
video
the
of
biggest
mine
updates
where
to
I'm breaking down this very cool tool called as Notebook LM. Okay, which is a tool that I'm going to teach you next. Okay, this video, like you can see, has good 250,000 views on side of it. So it's a very cool video, right? Now, what I want is I don't want to watch this 16-minute video. I want AI to do the work. So again, I can bring my sidekick on, right? Instead of
Notebook
listening to this whole video, I think you
LM
should. It's a
ever.
good video.
And they basically turned it.
Instead of listening to this whole video, I can just come to the sidekick and say, hey, can you summarize the key takeaways from this video? And you know what? It will watch the video on your behalf, and look at this. It has literally summarized everything about this video right here. It watched all of the 16 minutes of video in no time for you and quickly summarizing everything that is out there. And I can literally put out saying that, hey, I'm a founder. Can you tell me how I could use this tool that WebHub is teaching here? And ask a question like this. And here it comes. Because it has watched the whole video on your behalf, it's able to answer questions like magic. Guys, how cool is this? And it's completely free. This is the sidekick of Comet. And of course, this is my YouTube. I would strongly recommend you guys to consider following me or subscribing me. I will ask my team to share the link with you guys towards the end. You can look up for my name as well. I create a lot of AI content every single week, and it's free. You can continue to learn here. And also, just for you to get a sense, I'm currently in the top 5 AI YouTubers in the world, right? So your content that's going to come to you, top 5 AI YouTubers in the world when it comes to AI, right? When it comes to AI, I'm one of the top 5 in the world right now. So I'm pretty sure you will find value inside of it, right? So that is how you can summarize anything on the web, chat with AI using using Comet, or even talk to YouTube videos. Now, this is what I want to show you, and I'm very excited about this. This is basically the smartest AI buddy. It's the same thing that this YouTube video was about. It's called as Notebook LM. And Notebook LM is just incredible, guys. It's just incredible. And it's the best learning tool that is out there. If you want to learn anything in the world on any topic, I would come to Notebook LM. And all I have to do is click on create new notebook here. And once I click on that, of course, you know, the beauty of this is, let's say you have some PDF files. You have like 50 PDF files on a topic and you want to learn about it. You can drop them right here. Let's say you have 5 YouTube videos. You can put them here. You can connect your Google Drive and ask questions about it as well. Or I could just say the topic. I could select the deep research option right here, right? And I can say, I want to learn how AI works. Whenever I read about it, it gets too technical for me. So I want you to create a lesson on how AI works, like how AI was trained, how tools like ChatGPT works, why AI lies sometimes, and everything around it. Something like this. You can write a very vague prompt on what you want to learn and click on the send button. And you know what? This AI will do some work of going and reading a bunch of articles. You remember deep research that we did with Perplexity? It's going to do a deep research like that and find a bunch of articles for you. Now, you'll be like, Vaibhav, but you taught me deep research already, right? Well, I did. Once that happens, that is when the magic happens. I'm going to open this up, which I did some time back, which is how AI works, the same thing. You can see what it did. It basically went through the whole internet and it found a bunch of articles right here. Okay. And it added into itself. So it has added 47 different articles. Now, here's where the magic is. You know what I can do right now? Because it has added everything right now, I can start asking it questions. Okay. Let's get started with the learnings. Tell me what I should learn first. I ask a question. Now, AI has access to all these articles that it did deep research of. And the task that we gave AI is to teach us how to do AI, right? So I said, let's get started with the learnings. Tell me what I should learn first. Now, it is going through all the articles, literally going through 50 different articles, and you can upload your own PDFs. You can upload the YouTube videos that you wanted to watch, right? And here it comes. It says, these are the things that you need to learn. Traditional AI acts as a classifier or a critic. It is designed to analyze, categorize, and judge data based on rules, blah, blah, blah. You can sit and read about it and learn how to use AI. You have your teacher right here. But you'll be like, dude, is this what you hype this damn tool for? This is it? Well, this is the beginning. This is your doubts teacher. If I click on this sidebar, I have a bunch of options. Let's say I want to learn, but I want to learn on the go. I can click on this audio button. I can say how I want the audio to be. Let's say I want it to be a deep dive. I can select the language I want, like if you want in Dutch, you want in Spanish, you want in French, anything around it. And I can click on generate button. And once I click on generate button, you know what? It will basically design an audio for us like this. It goes through all the articles, right? And designs an audio which we can listen to on the go. Check this out.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Okay, I want you to picture a scenario. It's, say, Tuesday morning, you wake up, and while you were sleeping, an app on your phone has already renegotiated your internet bill, got you a better rate.
Nice. I like that.
And it's drafted 3 versions of a really difficult email you need to send to your boss. And get this, it's explained a calculus concept to your
Guys,
kid.
it's two AIs talking to each other in form of a podcast. You want to learn how AI works. So you generated a podcast exclusively for yourself, which you can plug in while you're going to work, while you're in the gym, while you're cooking, whatever you're doing, and you can start listening to it like a podcast. And this podcast is generated for you. But you know what? There's a problem. Let's say you're listening to this podcast and you have a doubt. What do? Let's see.
Something you haven't thought about since, I don't know, 1999.
Sounds a little bit like Utopia.
Okay.
Good.
Looks like I have a doubt.
It
So I'm going to
does.
click
It
on this
feels like
join
magic,
button.
but then, the coffee kicks in. Oh, hey, our listener wants to join in. What's up?
Hey, my name is Vaibhav, and I wanted to check, should I, considering I'm a founder and I'm a non-technical one, do I actually need to learn on how this damn AI thing actually works? Can I just use ChatGPT and be okay with it? I asked a question.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Okay, I want you to picture a scenario. It's, say, Tuesday morning. You
Looks
wake
like
up,
it didn't pick up our
and while
question,
you were
guys.
sleeping,
Let me
an
quickly
app
see.
on your phone has already
I'm gonna try it again.
renegotiated your internet bill. Oh, yeah,
Hey, I have a question. Considering I'm a founder and a non-technical one, do I actually need to know how this damn AI thing works?
Chris, that is such a fantastic and timely question.
It's the perfect question for a non-technical founder right now.
You're asking, do I need to be an engineer or can I just be a smart user?
And the short answer is no, you don't need to learn to code.
But you absolutely need to understand the fundamental mechanics.
Think of it this way. The sources we pulled really emphasize this point about strategy.
You can use a tool like
Guys,
ChatGPT
how
for a
cool
lot of
is
basic
that?
tasks.
How
It's great for
cool is that?
brainstorming, drafting, and summarizing.
I
But as
was
a founder,
literally
you're
listening to a
making-
podcast which was exclusively designed for me between two people. I join in, I barge in, ask a freaking doubt, and AI stops to understand my question and answers it back to me. How insane is that? Now, if you think this was insane, if I click on this video button and I can select the style how I want it to be, select my design, and I can tell exactly what I want to learn, AI will literally generate a video for me. This is a
So
video.
let's talk about AI. It feels like it's everywhere, right? But the more we hear about it, honestly, the more confusing it can get. How we talk about AI really shapes how we see it. And right now, it feels like we're all using different playbooks. So what is this thing really? Is it just a calculator on steroids? A helpful co-pilot for our work? Or is it something a little more threatening, like Frankenstein's monster? Each one of these comparisons tells a completely different story. Okay, let's dive into this. The key-
Guys, what you're seeing right now is a video with a voiceover and a slide designed specifically for us based on the files that we uploaded. Now imagine you have large books that you always wanted to read and you don't have the time. You upload that book here and you say, can you make that in form of a video for me? And you actually watch that video. Or you upload that book and make a podcast out of it and listen to it. And whenever you have a doubt, you barge in and ask a doubt as well. How insane is this? And not just that, right? It can do a bunch of things. It can create a quiz. You can see that right here. Now that you've finished everything, it can create a quiz for you. It can create an infographic for you, which is also quite cool. It can do. This is an infographic it has generated.
Disconnected. Recording in
dashboard for.
progress.
You remember Google AI Studio. And this time I can write a prompt like this. You are an expert website designer who has over 15 years of experience crafting incredibly beautiful websites like Apple, Netflix, Google, and things like that. You have a knack for colors and you have a knack for modern and premium design and, of course, typefaces. Everything I want you to rebuild is the whole Growth School website for me. I'm going to dump the content that I want to include. I want you to build this into a beautiful looking website. Here is the copy. And where's the copy? I'm just gonna copy the whole website content right here. Come here. I mean, if it's your website, you can put that as well. Paste all the content. And all I need to do is click on this build button. That's it. And you know what? The same incredible tool, which is Google AI Studio, will end up building a full-fledged app for us. How awesome is that? It's gonna build a full-fledged app for us, a full-fledged website for it. It's by the way, if you guys are wondering what's happening, it is writing a ton of code. I'm not doing anything. You can see AI is writing a ton of code. I'm not a software engineer, and every time I look at this, it fascinates me because there is no way in hell I could write code at this speed. And it is literally doing that. My hands are off. Obviously, even if my hands were on a keyboard, there's no way in hell I could write it this fast. And AI is doing that magic for me. It's gonna do all the hard work. You can see it as creating file after file, right? It is redesigning the website for us at this point of time. You have to give it a couple of minutes maybe. Okay, it is writing more and more. And once it finishes writing, right, the website will be ready for us to preview, right? I don't know how it's going to look like. We're going to see how it's going to look like. Hopefully it'll be good. But yeah. Let us see. It's loading. It is still writing a lot of code. I think we can come back in like a couple of minutes. Maybe I should have done this before. I clearly didn't do it. I basically should have done this before. So I can show you. But it's just magical, guys. Like sometimes, just look at where the world has got to. We just gave a command. And this is writing as if we have 15 engineers working for me full time, doing all the work that I wanted them to do. It's just beautiful. I don't know what else to say. And we are living in a world where we don't even have patience to watch AI do such beautiful things. Which is writing code. Right? So yeah, this is what it is doing at this point of time. I'm going to come back to it maybe. Okay, I'm going to come back to it in like a couple of minutes. And we're going to see what it is up to. Right? Let's come back to it. I'm going to keep it on the side so that I can see it. I have a big screen. I can see it that's doing. Once it is done, I will notify you. Oh, you know what? I think it is done. I just moved it to the corner and looks like it is loading the website. You can see it is loading the bar. Oh. What is this? There is code here. I'm going to do a refresh. Let's see. Okay, so I see the code here, but for whatever reason it's not loading. So I can just say, oh, you know what? It could be this. Just pause on this side, do a quick refresh. Let's see if it loads up right now. It could be my ad blocker maybe. No, it is not. Okay, I'm gonna say, hey, all I see is a black screen on preview. Can you fix it? That's all I have to say. Hopefully it will fix it. If it doesn't work, that's okay. We're going to move on to a different tool. Don't worry, we have enough to learn. Okay, look at this. It's like hacking. Okay, it's figuring out what is wrong. Why is it not loading? All the code is right here, but still it's not loading for whatever reason. All right. So it's figuring out what the problem is. You can see this. It's trying to understand what is wrong, just like a human. Let us see if it's able to fix it. Again, that's the magic. Like, I just have to talk. Like, I'm imagining this to be my software engineer. Okay. I had a question and I'm just talking to it. That's all I'm doing. All right. And I'm hoping it's going to fix it. Okay. So let's put it to the corner. Let's come back as it does it so that we can move on. Oh, there you go, guys. There you go. My God. What is this magic? What is this sorcery? There you go. It has fixed everything right now. So there was some error, looks like. Okay. 69 seconds it took. And here comes the website. Guys, look at this. Master ChatGPT and 15 AI tools, growth school. These are dummy content because there's nothing out there. A workshop worth your time. What do you think of this? It took 10 minutes. Of course, it doesn't have the logos of anything, so it has given me blanks. Of course, I can get it edited. There comes my name, the founder. Guys, isn't this just insane? Isn't this just insane? It did work. I said, bro, fix it. And it just fixed it. Perfect. And of course, right, I can keep giving it feedback. You can do a lot of things. This is called vibe coding. And you can do a lot of crazy stuff. But I don't think we have the time to be able to do all the stuff that I wish I could teach you. So we're going to sticking to the stuff that I wanted to cover. Okay, now moving on. AI for your career and life. You see, I wanted to teach you a very, very important concept today. And that important concept is called as chained prompting. What the hell do I even mean by chain prompting? You see, the reason why I wanted to teach you is this because when it comes to prompting, it's not always about asking one question and getting an answer from that. It's all about how you use AI in a series of actions. And it actually works. Let me show you an example, okay? That's what I'm trying to do on the corner. Let us say that I want to apply for this job. Let's say I want to apply for this job. There's an artificial intelligence engineer. In fact, you know what? I'm going to just say marketing because I'm not an artificial intelligence engineer. And there's a role open for a manager at performance marketing at Growth School as well. Okay, let me try to, no, that would be funny if I apply for my own company. But let's say this one. I want to apply for this job, product marketing manager, startup ecosystem at Google. This is a job that I want to apply. Now, if I want to apply for a job like this, you see, what is important is that I need to have my resume for this personalized. If my resume is not actually personalized for the job that I'm applying, the odds of me getting a chance at the interview is quite less. It's almost like if you're doing a business, if you don't personalize the, proposal for the company that you want to do business with, you'll not get the gig. In the same way, it's the same thing. So I want to personalize my resume using AI. What do? Well, I could go to something like ChatGPT or any tool for that matter, doesn't matter. And I can say something like this. This is the art of chain prompting. Have patience. You will know why I'm talking about. If you're not looking for a job as well, that's fine. You will still learn something new, which is called chain prompting. Okay? Have patience. Now, what do we do here? We're right here and I write a prompt something like this. You are an expert career advisor. What I want you to do is I want you to go through my resume and I'm going to share a job description with you as well. So go through my resume, go through my job description and understand what are the weaknesses in my resume and rewrite my resume so that my odds of getting accepted into this job and getting an interview drastically goes up. So act as that expert career counselor who has written millions of resumes, which has got jobs for a lot of people, and rewrite my resume for the specific job for me. That's what I say. That's my prompt. Okay. I have my resume, which I am going to upload. Okay. I've dragged and dropped my resume here. That's my resume. And I can just copy this job description. come and I say, here is the job description. Right? Paste it. There you go. So AI right now has my resume and has my job description and it's gonna act like my career advisor to rewrite my whole resume, this specific job that I'm applying at Google. So you can see this, it says reading document and it's basically reading my resume is what I'm thinking. So you can see this, it's right now reading my resume. And once it does, it's probably gonna go through the, look at this, rewriting resume, focusing on key achievements. And look at this, guys. It's saying weakness in your current resume for the Google JD. Okay. It says too much angel investor noise. We have invested in a bunch of companies. By the way, the file that I uploaded was my LinkedIn profile. I don't have a resume, right? And here comes the rewritten resume tailored for this specific job. Are you able to understand what I just did? I uploaded my resume. I uploaded my job description. And then I asked AI to rewrite my whole resume. And here it comes. My whole resume is being rewritten right now. Now, as I do this, I realize, of course, right, with this resume, if I apply, there's a very good chance I'll get an interview call at least. So, before the interview happens, I want to know what are my strengths and what are my weaknesses. Because I have changed a bunch of things on this resume and I don't even know what I've changed. So I can say something like this. Hey, I want you to continue to be like my career advisor. You have made a bunch of changes to my resume. And you also know the job description. I actually have an interview in a couple of days. I want you to tell me, based on the job description, based on the resume that you had, what are the skills that I missed out on? Or what are the skills that I don't have? Make a list of those skills. Tell me how important is each of the skill for this job at Google from a rate scale of 1 to 10. And also tell me how I could learn those skills in the next couple of days. Give me this whole output in form of a table. So guys, you see how chain prompting is coming into action? I'm like, bro, you have my job description, you have my resume, you rewrote my whole resume. I used your resume to apply for the role. All right? You see this, it has rewritten my whole resume and it has applied for the role right here, right? Now, it is giving me in form of a table, what are the skill sets that I miss out on? I need the Google Cloud fundamentals. This is a skill gap on my resume. Why it matters? How important is it? And it's asking me spend 2 to 3 hours on learning about these things. So all of a sudden, it is preparing me for my interview. It's telling me, look, boss, these are the things that you're not good with. You applied using your resume, but you're not good with these things. So you better buckle up and learn all these things before the interview happens. And that is the information it just gave. And still going on and on. How crazy is this? You see, it has picked up everything. Growth strategy, Latin America. I spent a lot of time in Mexico City, Brazil, Peru, Chile, Colombia, and Argentina. So it picked up whole of here, right? And it has made it to understand the whole bit. Now, let's say, because you had 2 days, you followed all these instructions and read about all of these things, and you are prepared. Now you are like, I wish I had someone who could take my interview. I wish I had someone who could do a mock interview with me. This is what you're hoping. This is what you're thinking. Well, why think? Get someone to do your mock interview. How will that happen? I don't know anyone at Google. Well, we have ChatGPT. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this little black icon that you see here with this lines here. I'm going to tap on that and turn on into voice mode. And I'm going to give it a voice prompt that I want you to listen to me. Hey, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I'm right here, ready to help. What's on your mind now?
Well, you know what? You have my job description that I'm applied for, and you also have my resume. I actually have my interview with Google for that role in a couple of days. And I was wondering if you could do a mock interview for me. Well, act like a very, very difficult interviewer who's interviewing me for that role. Grill me like crazy. And towards the end, tell me how I did. so that I can get better, right? Ask me one question at a time. Let's start the interview.
ఇదంతా చేశాను నేను.
Absolutely. No holding back. Let's dive in. Question 1. Tell me about a time you had to design a marketing program from scratch that targeted a niche audience. What was the approach and how did you measure success?
Well, I've designed marketing programs for a bunch of products when I used to work at Uber. So there was this time when I was in, the Uber Mexico, the LATAM team in Mexico City. And I remember there is this new company called as DD Chuxing, which is a Chinese competitor that entered the LATAM market. And I was given a task of, leveling up the strategy and marketing for Uber to make sure this Chinese company doesn't eat up the market share of Uber in Mexico, Chile, Brazil, Argentina, and everywhere else. So, you know what? I put up a bunch of billboards. I increased the driver incentives. And guess what? The competition could not eat us up. We are still around and thriving.
All right, let's sharpen that. I'm going to push you harder. Can you give me more specifics on the strategy? What channels, what messaging, and how exactly you measured the success? Think about metrics, numbers,
Guys,
or
what do you think of that? You see, I gave a very vague answer, right? I gave a very vague answer. And AI was smart enough to pick up that I'm turning it around, and it just goes back and says, I told it to be a very difficult interviewer. And it just did. This is called chained prompting. I get AI to do multiple things for me in one step at a time to make it even more powerful. This process, my friends, is called as chained prompting.
కొనేయాలి.
Now, with that being said, I just realized as I was sharing my resume, I didn't even introduce myself. Is it okay if I take a couple of minutes, like 2-3 minutes to introduce myself? I'm like, I've been yabbing for the last couple of hours. And I just realized all you probably know me is V, and that's pretty much it. Is it okay if I take a couple of minutes? I actually even forgot to put the slides. Okay, so let's do one thing. I think, okay, I can do this. Could you look up my Google Drive to find me slides
పర్ప్లెక్సిటీ అనుకుంటా ఈ
on
లోగో
AI Roadshow
లేకపోతే డాష్
for
బోర్డ్
Google
వాడుతున్నాడు సొంత టూల్ ఇది అన్నిటి నుంచి
and open it up for me. Guys, if you're wondering, who am I asking? I'm asking my AI agent browser, which is Comet, because what I'm asking it to do is to pull a slide, which is called as AI Roadshow. It's a slide presentation that I've done for my talk at Google for something called as AI for Startups, and that has an introduction of mine. And I don't have the slides here on this slides that I have here. So I'm asking my Comet to look up my Google Drive, find me that presentation file, and open that up. That's essentially what I'm asking it to do. And my hands are off, and boom, guys, look at that. It looked for the slides, found the presentation on my Google Drive, and also ended up opening that presentation for me. This is Comet again. By the way, do you guys want to learn how to use this tool as well? This is Comet. Do you guys want to know how to use this agentic browser and how I'm able to give it a task and it's able to do things on my computer on my behalf? You see what it did? It went into my Google Drive, searched for the Google AI Roadshow presentation, and actually ended up opening it for me. And that is how it opened this file for me. I'll talk about it once I do my introduction, if that's okay. Folks, yes, like I told you, I've been talking about for some time, but I realized I didn't really introduce myself. My name is Webhav Sisinti, okay? I know it is kind of hard to spell for all of you people. That's why I said you can call me V, right? This is my chief cuddling partner. Her name is Phoebe. I don't know if there are any Friends fans here. I know there's Seinfeld and then Friends, and the world is divided between both of them. I'm a Friends fan. If any Friends fans are out there, drop in a heart. My uncle and I always fight. He's a Seinfeld fan and I'm a Friends fan. He's like, dude, the best show in the world is Seinfeld. I'm like, no, Friends. Anyways, That's my favorite show in my life. I mean, in the world. And Phoebe, the character inside of Friends, is my favorite character inside of Friends. As a result, when I adopted her, I put her name as Phoebe, and she's also my chief cuddling partner. And here's the reality. Just because I'm standing here, I said I'm the founder of Growth School. You might be thinking, oh, this guy must have gone to a Stanford, Harvard, or whatever. Well, no, I've been a terrible student all my life, but I've always been a builder, right? I've never made it to any Ivy Leagues. I've not got into any fancy schools or colleges. I barely managed to pass in my exams. I almost used to flunk, right, in all my exams. I was a terrible student. I was a backbencher, more than a backbencher. I was a failure in education, right? But I always used to build things. And AI is this incredible time for you guys to build as well. Building was so much harder before than it is right now, right? I first started my first startup back when I was 19 years old, right? It was back in 11/11/11. That was the date when we launched something called as Discovering Android. That was my first startup where, it was a website teaching people how to hack into Android. Right? I was a geek back in the day, back in college, and I built that startup. And guess what happened to that startup? That startup, which was teaching people how to hack Android, Google didn't like us much. Google was like, bro, we own Android, and you're teaching people how to hack Android. And guess what they did? They banned us from the internet. They banned us from the internet. Little did I know, I was 19 years old, right? So I started my next startup, which was called as Crazy Heads, right? And that is why I said that AI consulting company to be Crazy Heads. It's called Crazy Heads. We did a bunch of things for 4 years, worked for 4 years while I was in college, cleared my debt, the education debt that all of us have. I cleared it before even I finished my college. It was a good almost $40,000 equivalent of debt, which I cleared before even I cleared my college. That was my first startup. And I was actually having fun. But I always had this inking back of my head that I'm not learning enough. I was too young. I was 20, 21 years old, or 22 years old maybe. I wanted to learn more. And I was running a media company, an agency. I was making very good money. Like no job could ever pay me that money, right? Back in 20, I used to make an equivalent of $250,000 a year, right? It was quite crazy, right? But then an urge of learning. It's what led me to working at Uber, right? So I was one of the first few employees of Uber Global and also the first few employees of Uber India. I was back in India. By the way, if you guys are wondering, this is Travis Kalanick, the CEO, ex-CEO, and the founder and the OG of startups, the founder of Uber. Absolutely love the guy. He has done fair share of things, but he's just incredible. Uber today is $100 billion company. I'm glad I have a ton of stuff, could join in much earlier. And I did a bunch of things at Uber, launched markets for Uber in India, scaled it to hundreds of millions of trips. After 4.5 years, after Uber went public back in 2019. And I was like, look, I've done the whole cycle of 0 to 1 to actually working in that company to take it public. I worked in, India first, and then I was in SF for a long time, in the Market Street office, the Twitter building. The X building is where our Uber office was back in the day. I spent a lot of time in, LATAM, like I told you the story of Mexico. I traveled all of LATAM for work and then came back to India again, right? Because I was like, I need to find the next big thing. Right, and I ended up joining a travel tech company after that, which was called as Klook. That allowed me to travel to Japan. All of Southeast Asia is what I traveled working. And for Klook, I kind of scaled the business from $5 million to $25 million in revenue in a single year there, right? So Klook was fun. It was into travel tech. You might have heard of Get Your Guide or, startups like that, or Booking.com. It's a similar company like that, which is Klook. And then pandemic happened. And when pandemic happened, you can imagine I used to work in a travel tech company, right? The world came to still. And sadly, the company had to let me go. Not just me, whole of the team, right? In fact, I had an option. I was back in India then, and the company recommended me to move to Singapore, which had their headquarters there. And I was not very keen to move to Singapore while laying off my team. They said, you lay off the team and you move to Singapore. We want to have you there. Once pandemic is over, we can go back building the team. I was like, if my team is going down, I'm going down as well. And I went down, right? I got laid off. But that happened to be one of the best things that happened in my life, because back in the pandemic time, I started to teach people on the internet, and that eventually became Growth School, right? And today we are all learning from Growth School. And a couple of years later, we scaled Growth School to about $1 million in revenue. I think $4 million in revenue in a couple of years. And investors caught the attention, and we got funded by Sequoia. Sequoia, if you guys know, is one of the largest venture capitalists in the world. We raised $5 million from Sequoia Owl Ventures, again, global fund based on New York, to build Growth School. And thanks to all this funding, we are able to teach you today for free as well. So that's the story, guys. And today, Growth School has taught more than 10 million learners, actually from 100 plus different countries right now. Right? We are as global as it gets. If you look at the community, you'll be mind blown. We won the LinkedIn top startup as well. And crazy things happened, right? But about 12 months back, something crazy happened. So what happened about 12 months back? This is maybe 18 months back. I designed this presentation for a talk that I did at Google. So about 18 months back, right? Something went down. We saw that our revenue in the company was shrinking because of operational inefficiencies. And AI was very new back in the day. So I started to, brainstorm with AI, play with AI, figure out what this whole world is. I went deep into it, and I've always been a growth hacker, right? So I love to use tools and tech to solve problems, though I can't code. So I just geeked out into it, and I found a new world altogether. In a few months, we were able to increase the revenue by some 60% It was insane. We were flat for a year, and suddenly in a few months, in a few weeks actually, we were able to increase the revenue at a decent scale, by the way. I'm talking about tens of millions of dollars scale. We were able to scale the revenue significantly, all because of AI. And guess what happens when something like that happens? I go all in. And because I'm a teacher, right, at heart, what happened is I started to create a lot of content about AI, because I realized more people need to know how to use AI in the right way. And you know what happened? Now I sit in a position where today I'm the most followed AI creator in the world with 1.5 million followers on Instagram. I'm one of the highest viewed YouTuber when it comes to AI. I have 500,000 followers on LinkedIn. I have 150,000 close to followers on Twitter as well. And not just that, I ended up becoming the largest AI creator in the world in a way, basis of numbers and views and everything around it. And I also end up running one of the world's largest AI newsletter. I get invited to the best of the podcasts out there. My podcasts have got more than 20 million views if you get some time. I get invited by all the big companies. OpenAI wants to work with me. Perplexity wants to work with me. Google, I work with them as well. I get invitations from all of this companies as well. And I have this incredible opportunity to teach all of you people as well. And these workshops become a direction for me to, kind of give a download of the things that I'm learning, how I use AI, so I can share it with you, so that I can enable more people. Our big goal right now is how do we enable more than 100 million people in the world and introduce them to the power of AI. Well, that's me, guys. That's my intro. I know I said I'll take 2-3 minutes, but I went into my zone and I thought I will share my story. That's my intro. I know this I should have done before I started. Well, I did after I taught you guys a bunch of things, but there's still more to teach. Well, as I'm looking at the slides, guys, I have a question for you guys. Do you guys want me to run you guys through the slides? This is the AI Roadshow slide for Google. This was designed specifically for very curated set of startups for a talk at Google. I do these talks in a lot of large corporations. I charge $40,000 to $50,000 for a 15-minute talk. So a lot of companies hire me for a talk like this, where they want me to train their employees and tell their employees the power of AI. I've done this in the largest of the companies out there in the world. Starting from Domino's, Uber, I told you about Google, and so many of them. Now, now that you guys are here and I've opened this slide, do you guys want me to run you guys through this? It's a 10-minute presentation. It's a presentation on what you should do to learn AI in the right way, how you should structurally think about it, which I've not covered today. There is still a lot more tools that I want to cover as well. Should I teach you this? This is easily worth, I mean, $10,000-$15,000 for all of you. But I'm like, let's screw it. Let's do it. Do you guys want me to do it? Drop in a boom in the chat if you guys want me to do it. Drop in a boom in the chat if you guys want me to do it. All right. So we're going to keep it very, very quick. All right. We're going to keep it very, very quick. So folks, here's how it goes. Okay. It doesn't matter whether you are operating your business, your work, your passion project, or a side hustle. You need to build it with AI, even if you're busy. And I want you to do that. As a result, I've built a step-by-step structure. If I was you who just got started with AI, what is that I would follow? Is this process. And that is what I wanted to show you in this presentation today. Okay, I'm going to act like you guys are my audience because that's how I go. So, how do you actually learn this? How do you actually learn AI? When our business was flat, like I was telling you, this is the exact step-by-step process we followed. I used this exact process to increase our revenue by 63% in just 2 weeks without any technical knowledge. I didn't have anything. The reason a lot of people try to learn AI and why it sucks is purely because of this. There are tens of thousands of AI tools out there and there is no roadmap. There are random YouTube videos, YouTube blogs, random reels that you watch and you're not able to make sense of it. And you always are jumping from one tool to another, right? Without actually understanding what it is. And sometimes you go deep into ChatGPT, the context that I gave you in the beginning. You waste months of your time and you barely make any progress. So the gap is due to the lack of knowledge. You don't know how to practically apply AI in the right way. Of course, now that you have gone through all these tools, I'm sure you're in a better frame of mind. So here's the step-by-step process for you to go from where you are today, a beginner, to an AI powerhouse. Actually, you know what, while I didn't plan to talk about it, I think it makes a lot of sense to teach you guys this. Because after this workshop, this is a perfect roadmap for you guys to go about learning. I completely missed it, right? So lucky you guys, I guess. So guys, here's the problem. You're using only 1% of AI's power. It's like, you know, you have a Ferrari, but you are driving it in the first gear. That's all you're doing. But here's the reality. If you know how powerful the engine of this Ferrari, you would know the power of this beast. That is when you push it. That is what you need to learn when it comes to AI. You need to learn how AI works. Once you look under the hood, AI stops looking like magic. It becomes something that you can control. You become the magician rather than the audience. Am I making sense? You become the magician. You are the one who's doing the trick. And AI becomes your tool. You need to know how AI works in the backend for this. And for that, the most important thing that you need to learn is understand how text is processed. When you enter a question inside of ChatGPT, how is it able to give the answer? There's a process of something called as tokenization that is happening. When you send a large bunch of text, right, it breaks it down into tokens and predicts the next word. That is process called as tokenization and generation. These are the things that you need to learn so that you know how AI works. That is why prompting works the way it does. Once you know what that mechanism is, once you know what that attention is, you change the way you operate it. You change the way it fundamentally changes the way, the kind of outputs you get. Now, you know how AI works, what it can do for you. You need to also understand that AI is more powerful than it looks like. You see, most of the people look into ChatGPT and start using the tool. What if I told you there is something called as playground of ChatGPT or playground of Gemini, which gives you advanced tools. So ChatGPT doesn't have advanced settings that you can tweak. There are settings, but it hides it from you. For you to find that advanced settings, if you're a pilot, you can either do autopilot, like you're in a Tesla car, either you can put it on autopilot and sit and chill and the car is driving you around, or you take over the steering and drive it by using all the options. ChatGPT is like autopilot. All you can do is use the autopilot mode. But what if I told you, for you to get the full power of an AI tool out, you need to understand the playground. There's something called as OpenAI Playground. Guys, we'll give you all these notes. I'll ask my team to put all these notes together for you guys and also share the links of all of these things so that after today's workshop is over, you can use these things to learn. I want you guys to go into Playground. Because inside of Playground, you'll see things like temperature, max tokens, presence penalty, frequency penalty. You should learn about them, change and tweak those parameters, and you will see how every time you're giving a question, the answer fundamentally changes. You need to master these controls. Things like verbosity, things like reasoning effect. These are advanced settings for every other AI. So as you change these settings, right, the kind of answers that you get from AI changes. Once you have explored all the tools, then you jump into prompting. Guys, I didn't cover all of this today because if I would have covered all of this step by step, I didn't even cover the 5 steps today, if you realize. If I cover all those 5 steps today, right, on how AI works, what is tokenization, how does the generation actually happen, what is Playground, what are the parameters that I can change, and if I go into all that depth, the session would have gone on for probably 50 hours. And we didn't have 50 hours. So I jumped into prompting directly for you guys so that you can play with it. And here, if you look at this prompt pyramid, I kind of told you role, instructions, and all this, right? I taught you. This is the basic prompting, which is a magic prompt formula that I told you. Remember? Role, task, instructions. That's the basic prompting structure. But that is just the beginning. There are a ton of prompting techniques like zero-shot prompting, few-shot prompting, chain of thought prompting, step-back prompting, self-asking, system prompting, thread of thought prompting. Bunch of prompting techniques that exist out there. You got to learn all of this. As you learn these prompting techniques, I only taught you one today and you saw the kind of output it came. As you learn these new prompting techniques, the way you can play with AI changes. Just imagine this. What are you doing? You know how AI works. You know that there are advanced parameters like temperature, max length, top P, frequency penalty. Of course, I'm not teaching you all of this. I'm telling you that these are all advanced options that exist in there. And then, you know, like 20 different prompting techniques based on the task that you have. The kind of outputs you can get from AI is going to be insane. Are you able to make sense on how, if you're able to go through these steps, the way you're going to operate is going to be on a very different level. This is what a 10x person is. Now, this is where you learn to make AI work hard, not just talk back. It is working hard for you, thinking step by step to get the result that you want. So, this is your first checkpoint, guys. You know how AI fundamentally works. Improve prompts by writing advanced prompts and also by changing the parameters of an AI model to get the AI to work for you. The next step, which is step number 7, is something that I touched base today, which is choosing the right AI model where. You remember I taught you about multi? In multi, I didn't really teach you which AI model to use where. I just said, you have an option to pick up any AI model that you want. And as you do a lot of this, as you use a lot of multi, what you will realize is, hey, when it comes to emails, right, this is a better tool. When it comes to brainstorming, right, Claude is better. When it comes to coding, this is better. When it comes to writing or brainstorming, this tool is better. You will eventually get to that point. And that is the power of a tool like multi, which I already taught you, right? Knowing which AI model to use where is very, very important. And you know what? There is something called as Open LLM Leaderboard. And today on Open LLM Leaderboard, there are 600 plus AI models. And 99% of people who you talk to on a daily level probably know 3 of them. Best case, 2 of them. there are 600 AI models. Imagine someone who has the capability to use the right AI model for the right task. Imagine the kind of throughput that person has. Are you able to relate to what I'm saying, guys? Are you able to relate to what I'm saying? Knowing which AI model works where is very, very, very important.
అదొక
And in fact,
friendship
not
tag
just that,
చేయొచ్చా?
using the
better
right AI agents in the right place is also very important. Using the right AI tools.
అదొకటి పెట్టచ్చు.
For example, here we're using Manus to basically build resumes at scale for hundreds of interviews, for hundreds of jobs. Today, I showed you ChatGPT where we created one resume. Imagine you're applying for 100 jobs. You cannot do it manually one at a time, right? How do you get something like AI agent swarms, 100 different AIs working for you parallelly while you're sitting and chilling? That's like having 100 employees working for you to do the task that you want to do. Those are the kind of things that you need to learn. You need to learn tools like Whisperflow, tools like Manus. In this case, Whisperflow, where you can talk to AI and it can implement the things that you want. You have to go deep into deep research. I already told you Perplexity. There is deep research of ChatGPT as well. There's deep research of Gemini as well. There's deep research of PagerDuty as well. Bunch of incredible platforms out there. There is a tool like Humanic, right? Humata, where you can chat with a PDF.
Kimi.
The bunch of AI tools that you need to learn going
Babu
forward.
man forward
It's a
చేసింది.
massive toolkit that there is. But now, you know which AI
Yeah,
model
that-
to use where. You have a layer of AI tools for the right tasks as well, and you're improving your productivity as well. You figured out a way around it. You've learned like 50 different tools, and you should learn a lot of AI tools. Today we covered like 10, 15 because that's all the time I had. I wish I had more time. I could have covered you 30 more tools. You need to learn, you need to play with the AI tools. I kept telling one thing, right AI tool for the right task is what makes or breaks the game for you. I want you to remember that. Once you have learned 50 different AI tools, it's time for you to go to the next level. And what is that next level? Building workflows. How could you connect multiple AI tools next to each other? How could you make a chain of things? You do task 1 on tool 1, and then you take the output of this and give it to tool 2, and you get an output and give it to tool 3. As a result, your job, the task that you do on an everyday level, is a sequence of process that AI tools are doing, and that's called as a workflow. You remember I taught you a workflow. You might not have realized it. What did we do? First, when it came to deep research, first, I didn't tell you it's a workflow. But what we ended up doing is building a presentation. How did I go about building the presentation? First, I got Perplexity to do the deep research from web articles. Then I used Grok to do a deep research on social media, on Twitter. Then, if you remember, I copied both this information, went to Gemini and Kimi to build a presentation. I gave it the research that Perplexity and Grok did for me, gave it to Gemini and said it, here is the research I did, convert that into a presentation. You understand what a workflow is right now? We used multiple tools to achieve the task of building a kick-ass presentation. And that's exactly why Kimi was able to come up with such an incredible data-driven presentation.
More smarter.
That is thinking in workflows. There is one more workflow I taught you guys. I didn't tell you this, and that was chain prompting. I gave a resume, I gave a job description, and then it gave me a new resume. Once I got the resume, what did I do? I asked AI to give me a table of content or where the gaps are. Once I did that, then I turned on the voice mode to get AI to interview me.
మనదే
That's also a workflow. Guys, you need to start thinking in terms of workflows. Am I making sense? That is what the real unlocking is. This is my advice for all of you people. Individual tools is not enough. That is bare minimum. You have to think in form of workflows to be able to get most out of AI. And this is where a lot of people get confused. They think AI is all about text. AI is not about text. AI is about every kind of media out there. And the world that we're heading, all of you guys have to become something called as AI generalists. What is an AI generalist? AI generalist is an AI first problem solver. And when you become a problem solver using AI, why did I teach you how to build a website? Why did I teach you how to do data analysis? You might say that's not even my job, V. Well, it is going to be your job because your job is to solve problems. We have been living in a non-AI world where we've been confined with what we could do. In the AI first world, there are no boundaries. There are problems and there are solutions. And that is exactly why 80% of the people will have nothing to do. And only 20% will do something. They are AI generalists. They are AI first problem solvers. They can do anything. They can write code. They can build dashboards. They can build products. They can build AI agents, and they don't need to know how to write a single line of code. Problem solving is what becomes the most important thing. And the boundary is not going to be the degree that you got 10 years back. The boundary is being redesigned by AI. Am I making sense? And in that boundary expansion, a new thing unlocks, which is beyond of text, which is images, videos, and everything around it. In step 12, I want you to understand and master image creation, understand the nuance of angles, description, style parameters. As a result, look at this. All these images are completely AI generated. And they are mine, with my face on them. Completely AI generated. And not just about images, right? You need to go well beyond it. You need to be able to get into, rich media, like videos. You can generate scripts using AI and turn those scripts without a camera, without a studio, into a kick-ass video. In fact, let me play a video that my team built. All AI generated.
Hey human, why are you glued to this screen? Your company's already testing your AI replacement.
బ్యాగ్ తీసుకోవాలి
బ్యాగ్ తీసుకొస్తా
చేస్తానే ఉంది
Presentations on PowerPoint. Cute. Then yeah, in 6 to 8
నా వైపే ఉంది
months, you get beamed out. So you have two choices. You can get replaced by AI, or upgrade your species without skills. Today, AI Mastermind Challenge. And to feel faster than your employer's firing process, look at these topics, where you'll build your own custom GPTs. Create stunning
చెత్తే లేదు
2 million plus followers using AI systems. And I'm giving you my entire AI toolkit for free so you can automate your job and actually live your life.
Guys, what if I tell you both the videos are completely AI generated? That was not me skydiving, obviously, right? I would be shitting bricks if I had to shoot a video while skydiving. Did you notice this, by the way? Check this out. While I do this, AI runs my entire business, 80% automated.
2 million plus followers
Yeah, it's fun. And this is all AI generated. And you know what? You gotta learn things like this. Everybody needs to, because for problem solving, problems don't come in form of text and videos. It can come in form of anything. Right? That is what I'm talking about. You can do voice generation with special effects. You saw me. Creative based. But that is what? We're still getting started.
పని చేస్తుంది ఎంత దూరం
You have done prompting. You've gone beyond prompting. Now you're building custom stuff. Finally, you get into the advanced phase, which is building AI systems. You need to build your own agents. You need to build your own DNA replications. You need to do your product building. It's time for you to gear up at this point of time. You can build agents which can become your intern and execute tasks for you. Manage your customer service, manage your sales, manage everything around it. We are living in an age where there is a possibility of a single person billion-dollar company.
ఉంటుంది
A single person billion-dollar company can be done by what? Who are going to be the employees? The employees are going to be AI agents who will do your marketing. One AI will do your marketing. One AI will do your sales. Or 100 AIs will do your sales. Customer support, software engineering, everything could be outsourced to AI agents. And you need to learn how to do that. You need to learn how to build those agents. For that, you can build GPTs, you can build gems, you can build niche bots around your workflows. And you know what? The best part about building these agents is that you don't need to know how to write a single line of code. And not just that, you can literally example, more things are automated. AI calls on my behalf to restaurants to book a reservation. My AI agent attends meetings on my behalf. Is my executive assistant. It writes email, it manages my calendar, it does everything. It buys me grocery. I can order food by just telling AI I'm feeling like eating a pizza today. Find me the best margarita in 15 minutes around me. It finds me, goes to Uber Eats, orders that pizza, puts my home location, puts my address, and orders food for me using something free. And I do all of this today.
ఇది వస్తుంది నాకు
The fun stuff and also the good stuff.
ఇప్పుడు ఫోన్ వచ్చిన కొద్దిగా వినపడుతుంది
And I do it because I set up automations like this. Now you'll be like looking at this and like, oh man, this looks so complex. There is no way in hell I'll be able to do all of this. Yes, you can. You don't need to be a software. It looks complicated because you don't know how it works. The moment you learn how to do this, you will kill it. It's not rocket science. I know people are learners who are 70 years old who've been building their AI agents just for fun. So yes, you can. You can automate workflows and then get to a point where you can build full-fledged products. What do you mean by full-fledged products? I basically mean you can, today I taught you how to build a website. You can literally build apps using AI and sell it if you want. It's crazy what you can do with it. Build the complete AI system, guys. Build the complete AI system, multiple AI agents working for you in tandem.
హాయ్
And that is where you unlock the true potential of AI. Think of it as your kitchen. You don't need every spice in the world. You just need the right ones. And you
I
be
need the
the
badge.
best cook in the world. So, a quick summary of all the steps, all the for grants. Grasp LLM
Two people
basics.
did.
See what's under the hood. Learn tokenization. Master attention concepts. Play with Playground.
No.
Develop
He
your
came
prompting
first.
techniques. Do advanced model selection.
the
AI
badge
tools
and
for the
then
right
I
thing.
came.
Adopt voice to text. Develop research pipelines for yourself. Design AI workflows. Master image generation. Co-write scripts with AI. Turn scripts into videos with
No.
AI.
We
Build
both
audio
did. I
pipeline
know the
using AI.
policies. We
Build
both
custom
read the
agents
badge
and
reading.
bots without writing a
It
single
might
line
not
of
be
code
recorded,
using
I don't
AI.
know why,
Identify
but
those bot
even
processes
though when I'm
and
coming from
automate
the
it by you building
elevator,
AI agents
we
for it,
both came
and then
to different doors.
orchestrate the AI agents by giving it access to the right tools, like the food delivery example that I told you, and then convert all of this into prototypes for AI products, and finally ship an AI system that can do 90% of the things that you're doing today at 10% of your time at 100x efficiency, working 24/7. That's the world that you should be living in today if you want to be part of that AI first world. Feel free to take a screenshot. You can learn all of this in a 6-month roadmap. Again, this is something that I do for the talks that I do because the employers that hire me to convince their employees to learn AI want me to give them a roadmap as well. As a result, I give this roadmap to them. You can feel free to take a screenshot of this as well, right? And pick it up after the workshop is over. And these are the bunch of tools that you need to learn as well. Guys, look, we started today thinking that I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna do my introduction, but I ended up giving my whole talk to you. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Was this a good talk? Did you guys enjoy it? Because you just got access to something that you should not have got access to. Did you guys like it? Did you guys enjoy it? Do let me know. Right? Okay, let's come back to our stuff right now. It turned out to be like a sweet little surprise, I hope, for all of you people. All right. So I already covered this, that is life and career and everything around it. And we showed you the AI automation as well. And I taught you how to apply for jobs. So guys, what did we accomplish today? I taught you prompt engineering using Magic Prompt Formula. I taught you AI research with Perplexity and Grok. I taught you how to use Get Multi where you can talk to multiple AI models at once. I taught you AI for productivity. I taught you AI for Excel using Numerous. I taught you dashboards using, I didn't teach you Claude. I taught you OpenAI dashboard. And then I also taught you Google AI Studio, which built a beautiful dashboard on Netflix. I taught you how to build presentations using AI, not with one tool, but actually two, with Gemini and Kimi. I also taught you how you can summarize everything with the sidebar that you saw, YouTube video as well. I taught you how you can learn everything with Notebook LM. I taught you how to build presentations, and I've also taught you how to apply for jobs using AI and automate everything using AI browsers, which I showed you as well. I'll show you a couple of cool things that you might want to see, right? I'll tell you how I use them so that you get a sense of what this is. This is Comment again, right? My whole browser is an AI agent. It can do a bunch of things. For example, if you remember, I didn't know how to find this slideshow. As a result, what did I do? I went to my browser and I told, could you look up my Google Drive and find me the slides of the AI Roadshow, and managed to open it. Now, let's say I'll give you one more example. Let's say there are just too many, too many of those tabs open right now. And I'm like, what the hell is happening? There are just too many tabs. So I can just ask my AI, hey, there are just too many tabs that are open right now. Could you go through all the tabs and kind of tell me what each of these tabs are so that I get context of it? I can't go to each one of them. It's going to take a lot of time for me. There you go. I click on the send button. I'm doing nothing, guys. I'm doing nothing. I just click on the send button and look at that. AI just went through all my tabs, all the 33 tabs. And it literally told me what are the tabs that are open at this point of time. How cool is that? Now, this is one thing. I can simply say, can you close all the tabs except for my Google Slides tab? Because I don't want, and that's it. I just say close all the tabs because I'm too lazy to close each one of the tab at once, right? And look at that. All the tabs are closed. By who? By AI. There were 31 tabs that were open. All are closed. But the workshop presentation is not closed, obviously, because I asked it not to, right? And I can ask it to do a bunch of things. For example, I can say something like this. Let's say I say, hey, can you find the YouTube video on Claude Code on Webhub Sisinti's channel and open that up for me? There you go. So I'm basically too lazy to even find a video on YouTube. So I just said, open the Claude Code video on Webhub Sisinti's channel and just open that for me. That's all I said. And that's it. My hands are off. Here it opens the YouTube, looks for the Claude Code video that I have created on Claude Code and starts playing that video as well. I'll show you one more crazy thing. Hey, sometime back, I was watching a video on Notebook LM.
నువ్వు ఓపెన్ చేయాలి అసలు నీకు అది మొత్తం తెచ్చేసుకోవచ్చు కాదు అదంతా ఎందుకు అది తెచ్చి ఇటు పెట్టుకుని తెచ్చాడు పడే నెట్ పోతుంది.
And look at this. AI has just taken over my YouTube right now to execute the task for me. And okay, I don't want you guys to go through my YouTube right now, but you get the sense of it. It can do some crazy things, guys. In fact, I'll show you one more thing. I run a newsletter, like I told you, right? I can say something like that, something like, can you check my Beehive newsletter and tell me what was the open rate on the newsletter that I sent on first week of December. So I run my newsletter on this platform called as Beehive, and I want to know the open rate. I want to know the open rate of how much open rate did I get on my Beehive on a newsletter that I sent. Like literally on first week of December. It's been a while since I've sent newsletters, but I'm not doing anything. It's AI which has taken over my screen at this point of time using the Beehive account. You can see I have 1.5 million subscribers. You can see all of that. It's going through the posts at this point of time. Yes, it's been a while since I've written the last newsletter. The last newsletter was published in Feb 2nd. I need to be more, on point. But it's gonna do all of it. I'm not doing anything. My hands are off. It's my browser doing the job for me. And you know what? I don't have to sit and watch it. I can just open a new tab and continue my work. I can just open new tab and continue my work, and AI will do it. You can see the colored tab. AI is doing the job in parallel for me. So I can assign tasks to different tabs, and AI will do all the tasks in parallel for me. This is about using AI agents. I'm basically using AI to do my work. This is what I was talking about in the presentation as well. Right? So folks, make sense? I have a question for all of you people now that you have come this far. From a scale of 1 to 10, how was the session so far today? How was the session so far today? When you joined this session, did you anticipate you would learn things like this? I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Awesome. Awesome. And you can see this. It did all the work right now and told me the open rate of the newsletter that I sent was 36%. That's what it says. And everything around it. And it got me all the information right there as well. All right, folks. With that being said, I have a question for all of you people. You guys have learned so much today. Okay? Would you guys, if given an option, want to continue the learning with us? I know it was supposed to be a couple of hours. It became like 2.5 hours right now because I ended up giving you the presentation and everything around it. If you have the opportunity to continue to learn from us, maybe for a few more days, maybe for 25 hours more, would you like to take that opportunity? Let me know in the chat. Yes or no in the chat. For all the people who want to continue the learning with us, I might have a very, very cool opportunity for all of you people. Okay? So that is what I'm going to talk about. It is a paid program, sadly, because good things in life cost us money, and I also have to run a business, right? But what we did just now with this workshop is to give you a lot of free value possible. But we do have an incredible paid program, which, trust me when I say that, it's not going to hurt your bank. We have designed a very special offer for all of you people just for today who have attended this session. If you guys are interested to know about that program, you can stay back for 10 more minutes. If you guys are not interested to learn about that program, you can happily drop off from the call. I'm not going to teach anymore. The teaching is done. Thank you so much. If you guys are not interested to know more about it, thank you so much. The teaching is pretty much done. You guys can happily drop off from the call. And of course, you can drop in those hearts as well if you guys enjoyed the session and you're dropping out. For all the people who want to know more about the program that we have built, do I have your permission? Boom in the chat if I have your permission to talk about the program. Very quickly. We don't have a lot of time. I'll do this in 10 minutes. Okay. Guys, since you guys stuck around, since you guys gave your 100% of your time, I want to show you something that I'm very proud of. We at Growth School have built something that will help you to become a rock star in AI and think in AI first. You saw the roadmap today. You saw everything that you need to learn to go deeper. That is what we have built into this incredible program. Super excited to introduce you to the Generative AI Bootcamp. It is usually priced at $1995, right? But today, I'm going to reveal a very, very, very special price, which you're not even going to believe. I promised you that it's not going to hurt your bank. And I guarantee you that it will not, because we are doing something really crazy today. I'm introducing this to you today because there is a flash offer which is going to be less than $500, but it's going to make you feel that you're getting it for free because of the bonus that you're going to get. Trust me when I say this, you want to stick around for this for 10 minutes. And on top of that, when you do this program, you buy this program, you attend this program, for whatever reason, you didn't like the program, we give you 100% refund. That is how we operate. We are learners first. And we trust our program so much that out of 10,000 people we have taught, the number of people who have asked for refunds is less than 15 people. That's why I'm able to say that even now, you take the program, you don't like it, you'll get the full refund. Only if you attend, that is. Now, I can tell you for a fact, why am I showing off that only 15 people have asked for refund out of tens of thousands of people have done this program? Because you know what? There is nothing like it. You attended the workshop today, which we did for free. Imagine the amount of value that we put in a session. A session like this could be sold easily for $1,000. Do you guys agree with it? Whenever you have attended a free session in the past, you must have seen how it is never about value and it is always about people selling. We flip the script. We teach. We care. We believe that if we teach you well enough, even if you don't join our programs, you will spread the word out and karma comes back. That is how we operate. That's why even before I spoke about the program, I told you, you can drop off from this call if you're not interested. That is because I'm very sure about the program that we have built. It is the most extensive, practical, and easy to understand AI program ever created the Money Can Buy. In fact, if you find a program like this, even at 4 times the price, I will give you the program for free. If you find a program like this for 4 times the price, I will give you this program for free. That is how confident we are about this. So, okay, you guys can hear me? I went out for a couple of seconds. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Yes, okay. Who is this bootcamp for? Well, it's for everyone. Anyone who uses laptop and internet to do their work and wants to skyrocket their work, business, or their jobs using AI. You could be a marketer, sales, founder, designer, product manager, finance, entrepreneur, writer, business owner. It doesn't matter. Is your job around using a computer? Did you find value in today's session? If the answer is yes, this program is for you, because this bootcamp will take you from a script kiddie, that is where you are right now. You're just getting started with AI, to a beginner, to an intermediate, to an advanced in 25 hours. That is how the program is designed. This program is designed to teach you everything. Even if you spend 10 hours a week of your own time of self-learning, it will take you 6 months to learn what we will teach you in this program in 25 hours. And you know what? We could have taken multiple weeks to do this, but we understand one very important thing. AI is all about taking action now. How many of you guys agree? The faster you get there, the better it is. You need to get there faster. How many of you thought or felt that I wish I came across something like this a couple of months back, a year back maybe? How many of you felt it drop in a heart? I wish I would have come across something like this. It would have been so helpful. Drop in a heart. Yeah, that is the thing about AI. AI is all about, hey, you gotta learn that for sure, but the faster you get there, the better it is for you. As a result, instead of taking weeks to teach you, we took a very different approach. We're gonna teach you for 20 to 25 hours in just 3 days. In 3 days, 20 to 25 hours live, you're gonna spend with us. And you're gonna learn everything that's gonna take 6 freaking months to learn. That, my friend, is an unfair advantage. That is what we want to give you in this program. Give us 1 weekend of yours. A Friday evening, you're full of Saturday and you're full of Sunday. I promise you, towards the end of these 20 hours, you will be better with AI than 95% of people in the world. You already are probably at top 20% right now with everything that you've learned. After this 25 hours, just 1 weekend, guys, can you dedicate 1 weekend? A Friday night, a Saturday, and a Sunday. I understand family, I understand friends, I understand life happens. Just 1 weekend.
For the tutoring.
You will be better than 95% of the people. So, like I told you, this bootcamp, the Generative AI Bootcamp by Growth School, is a 3-day bootcamp. It's just 3 days. but it's extensive, it intensive. It will push you to your limits. Day one happens on a Friday. The timings are 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll tell you the dates very soon. Okay. Can I be fair? It will end up becoming 11:30 sometimes as well. Okay. 7:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. The reason why we put it in the evenings is because Friday, most of you people work, most of you people have work, so that you can come back, have your dinner, and sit on this, right? Where you will learn foundations of generative AI, understand how AI works, understand how tokenization works, understand the playground, tweaking those advanced models, and also remember the 16 different prompting techniques that I told you. You gotta pick them up. And on top of that, today you learned a bunch of AI tools. We're gonna be teaching you 15 more AI tools in a single freaking day. You're gonna spend 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours on one session. There will be breakout rooms. You will be brainstorming after the learning is done. This is just day one. What happens after 11:30 on day one? Well, your brain is buzzing with ideas. You're trying to sleep, but you're getting dreams of AI, and that is what our learners say us. But you're gonna come back on day two, because on day two, it starts at 10 a.m. and it goes on till 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is not IST, guys. This is EST. It's 9 hours of live training that happens on a Saturday and a Sunday, where you will learn all these AI tools. You will learn about AI workflows, on how you can connect one AI tool to another to build a beautiful workflow, the 5-step framework again, learn the foundations and everything around it. And you go into session 2, where you learn how to build AI bots and AI agents without writing a single line of code. You will also learn how to generate images, high quality videos, and everything around it. And on top of that, we end the day with a session on making money with AI. So, day one, session 1, you learn foundations of AI and learn 15 new AI tools. On day 2, session 1, there are 3 sessions on day 2. You understand AI workflows, and then you learn about image, video, audio, everything around it. And we end the day with a banger on making money using AI. That is day 2. Then comes day 3, which is a Sunday. Again, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9 to 10 hours of learning happens here as well, where we go deep dive into storytelling with image and video gen AI models this time. And we also go deep into building AI products without writing a single line of code. Today you saw how to build a website. We'll teach you how to build a full-fledged SaaS app without writing a single line of code, how to build voice agents which can call on your behalf and take calls on your behalf. Learn something called as MCP, which is called as connectors. I told you, I get AI to order my food. I want to teach you how to do that so that you can implement the same to automate your jobs as well. Food is an example. You can automate anything that you want. And finally, on session 3, it's going to be a continuation of what you learned. Basically, the idea is everything that you learn in the beginning of the day, we teach you towards the end on how to implement it and how to convert that into skill set which can translate to monetization. These are 3 days, guys. 20 hours. How does it look like? If you love what you're seeing, drop in a heart. If you love what you're seeing, drop in a heart.
ఇప్పుడు బాగానే చెప్తారు ఎన్ని సినిమాలో చూసాం ఇట్లాంటి ఇక్కడ బాగానే
Right
సినిమా
now,
బాగుంది
like I said,
ఎన్ని చూడలే ఎన్ని
you attend 3 days of live sessions. The best people in the world will be coming and teaching you from all over the world. There are live workshops that are designed in a way you learn and you also build, also you apply. Today we didn't get the chance to apply. In this program you will apply as well. You'll participate on hands-on activities. You'll attempt quizzes and you'll network with like-minded people. People absolutely love the experience on Zoom. Of course, there you can turn on your camera and do all that good stuff as well. So it's quite fun to meet people all over the world. You will see people from 50 plus countries in just a single program. And one very important thing, we don't provide recordings.
We don't provide.
You will have to attend the boot camp completely live. The reason why we don't give recordings is because we can't. There are breakout sessions and things like that happens which cannot get recorded. There'll be an invasion of privacy for people. As a result, we cannot give recordings. But for people who attend the session, we give you the slides, we give you the notes, we give you the prompts, we give you the decks, we give you every piece of information possible. But you gotta attend it live because there is nothing like it. So like I told you, you can see the dates right now as well. That is starting very, very soon. The day 1, the day 2, the day 3, you can see the dates on the screen on when the cohort is starting as well. And for whatever reason, if these dates don't work for you, my team is gonna put those dates in the chat as well,
March
right?
6th.
Just in case you're not able to pick up information from here, right? Just in case if these dates don't work for you, don't worry about it. You can still join the program, okay? And we can move you to the slot happening next month. For example, if let's say the April slot doesn't work for you, we can move you to the one that will happen in May. So we help you to move to a cohort just in case if you're not able to make it. But we allow that movement only once. We don't want this to become a habit. That will lead to procrastination, and we don't want that to happen. We allow one-time movement. So you can take this slot, you can pick up the future slot as well. The reason why I'm not able to push the future slot date right now on the screen is purely because we haven't decided on the date. We will decide that in a couple of weeks, and you can move it. You can write us an email and we will move you there as well if needed. And of course, if you finish the program, you get a very cool certificate as well. With all this being said, let us get to pricing right now. Yeah, I told you I'm going to do something absolutely crazy for all of you people. Very, very special for all of you people. And trust me when I say this, you will not be able to even believe this. Okay? So, folks, like I told you, before I reveal the price, I thought I'll reveal a big surprise
No
as
answer.
well. I told you
No.
that there are a bunch of bonuses that you will get when you join the program today as well, right? Here are the bonuses that you're going to get very, very quickly, okay? And that is, everyone who joins the Generative AI Bootcamp today will get access to the following bonuses. 1, you get access to a Generative AI community. It's pretty much priceless. It's meeting people who are like-minded from all over the world so that you can work with them together even after the program is over. 2, you're going to learn from multiple rockstar mentors like Cameron, like Jordan, like David, like Akshat, like Nick. You will learn from people who are doing what they're preaching. And you will see I'm not there in any of them because I think I'm not good enough to be teaching you in that. These are people who I look up to, who I learn from, are the people who will come and teach you. And also, these are the best that you can learn from. 3, you will get printable workbook guides. 1 week before the program, right? We will email you a workbook that you can print and keep it ready when the session is happening. So that as you're learning, your workbooks are being built. I told you it's about learning and doing. You will get printable workbooks as well as a bonus. Next, you guys will get access to a bunch of AI agents on our platform on Growth School with superpowers. For brand marketing, for data, for product, for social media, you will get access to all the AI agents that my team uses. Not just that, we will also give you access to an automation library. These are things that you can automate. There are majorly like 500 of those. 1 click, few steps, and you can automate a bunch of things without doing any setup because we have built these automations ourselves and the templates are ready. You just have to click and deploy them. You're going to get all the automation library as well. And not just that, you're going to get a prompt library with more than 20,000 prompts in a beautiful interface where you can just search for the prompt that you want and you'll find a prompt, you can copy it and paste it as well. And also, we're going to give you a bunch of more than 10,000 slides, which are very well designed, which you can use for your work. Guys, these are all the bonuses. If I stack them together, they're easily worth $1,600. And you get all of this for free as a bonus when you join the bootcamp today. Now, coming finally to the price. Like I told you, we teach, my team goes out and teaches international brands. The pricing starts at $10,000. We have done it with a lot of large corporations like Shell, Uber, Shiprocket and all of that. And they literally teach you this. They literally teach exactly what we teach in the bootcamp. It works, starts at $10,000. Do you have to pay for $10,000? Absolutely not. I told you we usually sell this program for consumers at $1,995. That's about $2,000. That's how much we sell this for. But you know what? We wanted to do something really special. And the workshop special price that we thought we will price it at was $999. And we gave you a bunch of bonuses, which would still have been incredible. But we thought we will do something even special for first 50 people who take action. So folks, for the first 50 people who take action, because this is early bird 101, right? On a flash time, first 50 people, fastest fingers first. If you like it, you're going to drop in a heart for me because this is going to be mind-blowing. You guys, first 50 people who take action will get the 3-day bootcamp for $199. This is the lowest
that's
we could go to
$2.
make sure that anyone who is even remotely serious can afford it.
అదే
But that is for the first set of people. Now, before I share the payment links, I love those hearts. They're coming in. I know you guys will like it because we outdid ourselves. After the first 50 users, the first 50 seats are done, you will see the $199 price will go away. And till the workshop is over, for the next 25-30 minutes, I am expecting the first 50 to fly in like a couple of minutes, right? So keep your cards or whatever that is ready. Don't complain. I'm not going to extend. Once the first 50 are over, the price will go back to $999 as long as the workshop is going on, because I want to take a few questions and stuff like that. And finally, after the workshop is over, if you write us an email, you a $2,000 link because that's the price of this program. Now, before I share the payment link, I have one final surprise for all of you people. The first 50 people who join the program by paying only $199, you get 2 more mega bonuses. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?
మార్కెటింగ్ స్కిల్స్
If you guys are ready, drop in a heart. Guys, this is 2 mega bonuses that you can't even believe. I told you, you're going to feel like you're being paid to take the program. And the reason that is everyone who joins the program today in the first 50 slots will get numerous AI, the same tool that powers AI inside of your Excel, worth $120 for 1 year for free. You get a coupon code, you get to apply it on your own account, and you get numerous AI for 1 year for free. That is just mega bonus number 1. The mega bonus number 2 is that all of you guys will get lifetime access to Get Multi. Get Multi, the same tool that we used to compare multiple AI models. In this, there is something called as lifetime subscription, which is BYOK. Bring your own key. You can get your own API key. We'll teach you how to set it up. You plug it in and you can use this tool for life for free. Of course, the API will cost you $1 or $2 per month, but that is something I'm sure you can afford to pay. But you don't have to pay $186 to pay for this program, to pay for the tool. You get lifetime access for free. Guys, when you join a program worth $199, you're going to get numerous and Get Multi worth $300, which are incredibly powerful tools, which you can pay for, or I'm sure a lot of you people will pay for free. Have you seen a better offer than this? Could you have thought of a better offer than this? I wanted to make it a no-brainer for the first 50 people. With that being said, I hope you guys are ready. Team, let us drop the link right now. Guys, the team will drop the link in the chat at this point of time, and we will also let you know once the 50 seats are over. Right? Here it comes. The link has been dropped in the chat. The first 50 seats, you guys will get it for $199 with both the mega bonuses as well, which is numerous and Get Multi. After the 50 is done, the price gets reset to $999, which is $1,000. But you don't get the mega bonuses, but we will still give you the bonuses. So when you click on this link, this is what you will see. You have 2 options to pay. One is XPay, one is Stripe. If you're people in the US, I would recommend you to go with Stripe. If you're people outside of US, like you're in UK, and you don't have a credit card or a card like that handy, you can, let's say you're from Indonesia, you're from Philippines, you're from Africa, you're from Canada, I don't know, and Stripe doesn't work for you, this is the backup payment option. I would recommend you guys to go with Stripe as the primary option. My belief is that it's going to work
వాడికి
for
గుర్తున్నాయి.
almost all of you
మొబైల్
people.
ఇండియా
And when you tap on that,
తీసుకోవచ్చు.
this is what is going to
నేను
open.
డ్రాప్ డౌన్
You enter your details and
వచ్చింది యూఎస్
you can make your payment.
యూఎస్ అంటే వస్తుంది
Let's say I enter my details and there you go. You have an extra offer that you can claim here as well. You can read about it. That comes at another additional dollar value and you can join in
Join
the
our
program
Join our
right
program,
now.
yeah.
Guys, so that is basically it. If I have to give you an overview, right? This is everything that you're gonna get for 1,999 if you're part of the first 50. Of course, even after that, it's going to be $999, and it's still a no freaking brainer. You will meet a lot of people who would have
Total
paid.
pay
Most of the
190.
people would have paid $19.95 when you join this program. It's still a no brainer. You guys all know it. But we wanted to do something very, very special
Recording and
for the first
updates
few set of people,
for 1
and that is exactly what we
అవన్నీ
did.
డబ్బులు కట్టాలి
There you see it. Your generative AI community is something that you get. You get to learn from the best people out
PayPal
there.
will get
You
it
get
down.
printable workbooks, guys. You get AI agents, AI automations, prompts library, place with PPT. Of course, the boot
Safe
camp,
కదా.
numerous AI for 1 year, and get Bulti BYOK. Bring your own key
Chela
version
PayPal,
worth
like అది
$186 as well.
అక్కడ మనకి
Everything, if I stack them together, it's worth close to $4,000. And you're paying 1,999 if you're part of the first 150 people. Again, a quick schedule like you guys can see on the screen so that you know when the cohort is starting. And for whatever reason, if you're not available on these dates, you can always pay right now and we can move you to the next slot. My team will get in touch with you after you make the payment. We will drop you an email. On the email, you can just respond to us. Or let's say 1 week before the program starts, we're going to give you an option if you want to move. You can move then as well. No problem. We allow you to move once for free. And guys, as you're taking action, I want to tell you that like tens of thousands of people have taken this program and they have absolutely
ఇప్పుడు
loved it.
కొట్టాలి.
Okay,
Zeros,
there is nothing
zeros,
like this at
7
this
to
point of time.
Zero,
And
zero.
I also told you it's a no-brainer thing.
Zero.
We wanted to make it a no-brainer.
00
You attend the workshop,
7 to
you
1.
do everything, and for whatever reason, you didn't find value in it. We want you guys to be fair.
ఇడు
We don't want you guys to be one of those
No, no,
people
no,
who will do everything and
No,
expect
no,
it.
no,
And I don't think any of you guys would be
no,
that. We barely
install
find
boards
people
are
like
low.
that. People are grateful.
అంతవరకు
People are
అది
nice.
అంతకన్నా
People are
ఏం
kind. That's the kind of people we meet.
PayPal
For whatever
పెట్టామంటే
reason, if you didn't find
దొంగని
value, you
వీడియో
just
అవసరం.
write us an email. We give you a money back.
డ్రాప్ డౌన్
Simple.
ఏముంది
If we were not able to give you value, if you are not able to add value into your lives, we will give you a refund.
Okay,
But
balance.
we want you to attend. If you
Okay.
don't attend the program and you say, I want my money back, I'm not going to give it. I'm saying attend it. You took that move. Attend it. Do the program. Don't like it, please take your money back. And on top of that, one very important thing. If you have a doubt,
వెయిట్
if you have, after even attending this session, you still have a doubt, maybe they are not good. Maybe I might have to ask a refund after I do it. I'm not sure about it. If you have any of those thoughts, I will recommend you not to use the coupon codes because they cost us a lot of money. If you use those,
10 hours
you're gonna get access to
content,
numerous
15
AI
plus
coupon code
AI to
and
what
get multi
ఇంకో
coupon code.
$40
I request you not to use them. Right? Keep them with you. Attend the session. If you're not sure about
Skip,
us, that is. Even after attending all the
Okay.
sessions, if you're still not sure, that's
అన్లాక్
fine. Right? Don't use the coupon codes.
కాంటెంట్
So that when we offer you the refund, we take those codes back because this
Vachile.
cost us money. They don't come for free. Right? They cost us money. So if you have used the coupon code, we will not be able to give you the refund. So if you're not sure, you think you have a doubt back of your head, I will take this
join the
program,
WhatsApp group, huh?
but if I don't like it, I think I might not like it. If you're one of those people, right? Don't use those coupons. That's my only request. Right? With that being said, team, can we drop the Q&A link as well? I'm sure a lot of people will have a lot of questions. I would love to take some of those questions as well about the program, that is, and get right there. There you go, guys. My team has dropped a form right there. You can fill in the questions if you have, and let us know. And I'm gonna come back and take those questions. But as you're filling the questions, as you're taking the time in, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Right? I want you
జాయిన్
to think
చేస్తున్నారా
about it.
గ్రూప్ కి
I want you to get a sense of it. And
వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్
also,
ఉంది అది
I
అప్పుడు
wanted you,
జరిగేదానికి
because you need to know what people are experiencing, right? I wanted you to watch this video as well. Once I come back, I will start taking questions. And team,
Directly
can you
join
guys
your
quickly
group.
tell me how many more seats are left out of 50? So that
Zoom kar lo. Zoom done.
As of now, we are down to the last 15 seats.
we have got 15 more seats, guys. So you have some time. Watch the video
ఎట్లా చెప్తారు
and get an understanding. I'll be back once the video is over. I'm right here. I'm taking a break. And fill in the questions that you have. I'll be happy to take them once the video is done. Yeah? Watch the video.
You have done an amazing job. You should be proud. You thoroughly over-delivered.
Hey, this was
క్వశ్చన్స్
mind-blowing.
ఉన్నాయి సబ్మిట్ చేయడానికి
Really amazing 2 days.
Amazing. Really great. Like just hopefully life-changing.
It was a very great session. How you organized this session so well.
Growth School under commits and over delivers.
And now I understand why we're getting a lot of errors after you showed me what the back end does, so to speak.
Thank you so much
ఆపేనా?
again. This was really the best
Recording ఆపనా?
webinar I have attended so far.
ఇలా తుంచనా
Since I started to do webinars,
Oh,
it's
before that.
because not only your ability to speak and explain complex stuff in a simple language, leveraging great case study, but also your life.
Nearly 5 o'clock in the morning. Something
It's
like
about
this.
7:20.
Oh my gosh! So it's another day. It's the start of another day. So congratulations on this. Absolutely, I'm absolutely surprised.
I had a great time. I am hoping to learn more. I also signed up for the interview, one-on-one interview.
So in my part, I have learned a lot, and I see how I can leverage, use the opportunity, things that I've learned now to enhance my productivity.
And this class has been absolutely wonderful. The depth of the knowledge, the commitment that y'all have back towards us by giving us back the videos so that we can work through it.
అంతేనా
I just love that.
Your applications can, I mean, it's just unbelievable. I'm sitting here and my mind is just.
Thanks a lot for all the guys who stayed around, and all the best to all you guys.
For all the energy, all the information.
It was really great. And hats off to the team.
for
Spreading that energy that kept me hooked.
I'll be the most troubling. I'll be troubling
you guys by asking
many questions on that.
I'll be able to deliver them more. And I created a jingle for them as well using that AI with sound creator. So it was like a really great session.
I would like to attend all your future sessions, but let's see. I'll get back to you on that. Thank you so much.
Very, very good. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
All righty, that was the quick roundup that I asked the team to put together, and I thought it would be quite nice for you guys to check it out. What do you guys think? Wasn't it sweet? People are nice. I told you, the community is beautiful, right? They're very kind. They're very nice, yeah, and it is a thing. So, team, could you quickly share the responses, guys? We have, we did something insane, like you guys can imagine, right? In terms of price and all. I have one request for people who have joined it at this price of $199, the first 50. Can you please not, in the community, tell that you got a very nice discount? The reason being, a lot of people actually end up paying $1995 because they don't come from, they probably didn't attend this, and we did this session, and that creates a problem. And see, most rational people are usually, they understand that there was an early bird or whatever and people got in, right? But there are always irrational people that are like, no, that's not fair, right? So we don't want those issues. As a result, my request is for you guys to keep this information. My team specifically requested to announce this because we don't want this to be a challenge.
A small announcement for all the people who are there in the call right now, that we are down to the last 6 enrollments right now.
All right. So, guys, after the first 6 enrollments are done, we would go back to $999, right? Which is still very, very perfect. Okay, guys, I see a bunch of questions here. So I'm going to take those questions right now. PV, if you could take over the screen and kind of show the dates and help me navigate this, it will be great because I will be focusing on answering the questions right now. Works? Okay.
Yes, we'll do that.
Okay. What are the timings? People are asking PV about the workbooks. Can we quickly share it on the screen? I completely forgot. There could be few people waiting for the workbooks only. That is the things that are covered, the prompts and everything. Can you share that document, please, in the chat? All right, guys, my team will share them across. In the chat right now, please be on the call. We will not be emailing you all of that. All right. And also the link to the browser, PV. Guys, the link to the browser, it's called Comet. It's comet.com. I kind of gave it away already, right? It's comet.com, right? No. Wait. I'll send you the link. It's by Perplexity, by the way. It's by Perplexity. PV, could you please put that in the document as well? Because few people have asked. I'm just going through those questions first. Guys, give it 5 minutes. Team is gonna share it right here. Okay. Will the recordings be shared with everyone? No, there are no recordings. I want to learn how to buy stocks and options and convert my negative investments to positive. And request you not to take this program because in this AI program will not be teaching you how to invest in stocks and stuff like that. So no. I paid for the session. If I can't attend the session happening next month, can I attend the session happening after April or May as well? Yes, you can. That's fine. We'll help you to move one slot at least. If you want, we can move you there. But I think, look, you should get there faster. By taking this AI bootcamp, will this help me market me for a new job? Absolutely, Christina. I think so. Because I don't think it's going to give you a job. Right, but for the things that you're learning, you should start posting about them on LinkedIn and everywhere. You should mention that on your resume that you have learned quite a lot from AI, and I'm telling you for a fact that's gonna help. Even in the interviews, I interview a lot of people all the freaking time. Right, my team. I don't know if you know this. Growth School has 180 employees. Right, and we keep hiring people. And you know. I get excited to speak to someone who understands AI beyond of ChatGPT. That is how rare this breed is of AI. I keep asking, why didn't you do when I'm hiring, right, to people, I'm often like, why didn't you do the AI workshop of Growth School? They're like, oh, I've been meaning to do it for a very long time. I'm like, bro, no intent. So, if you are looking for jobs, I think having this AI skills and when they ask you questions, being able to answer AI first will just blow them away, blow recruiters away because there are very few people in the world who understands AI. That's your unfair advantage. That is the reason why we do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so you can get there faster, right? All right. Is this program valid for Indian residents as well? Yes, it will be. You can pay using the same link. Anshul, you can join using the same link. Okay, I see about 60 more questions. I need to take the next month's bootcamp. You can join this right now. And Eva, we will help you to push you to the future cohorts as well. You can write us an email after you make the payment that you want to be pushed, or the team will get in touch with you 1 week before the program starts. You can make a decision then as well. Will we get the link for multi-AI and 2 bonuses before the bootcamp or after that? You will get them before. You will actually get access to the Get Multi and Numerous AI in the next 48 hours. Okay? You don't have to wait for the program. Can I pay tomorrow and get the special 1,999? Nope. You have to pay 1,995 completely. As you stated in the session, yes, the team has just shared everything right here, guys. I have just enrolled. I want to earn using AI tools. Will you teach things that I can do on personal branding as in without showing my face? Actually, we do. Yes. So yeah, the answer is yes. How these tools will help me to get a .NET developer job? Well, .NET, I mean, this is, my answer to this question would be like, we will not be teaching you anything specific to .NET here for sure. We'll be teaching you foundations of AI. It depends on how you apply them, right? So that is what is important. Okay. Guys, you can see the dates and times and everything on the screen right here, right? Okay.
We also, one quick update, there's a lot of traffic hitting payment links, a lot of people trying to reach out. So we're just reopening 3 extra seats, us 3, because we ran out of things, but because there's heavy traffic, we thought we'll extend that.
Okay, if that, let's, I mean, I see a lot of questions, man. Let's extend by 10 more seats, it's okay.
All right, got
Right?
it.
Let's extend by 10 more seats, it's fine. Guys, you have to keep up the promise of not sharing how much you got this. Will you email the presentations and necessary handouts? No, we will not be emailing you. Of today's session, we told you we just shared everything, you can take it. Right? Oh yeah, Ronald is like, can you share your social media handles? I will, I can, and I would love for you guys to follow me. You can look up for my name, Vaibhav Sisanti, on Instagram, on YouTube, and everywhere as well. Of course, you could do that, but I'm gonna share my social media, YouTube as well in the chat, so you can subscribe there. It's a ton of incredible value right there. Okay, 9 hours of session is too long, too much to grasp in these days. Is there something you do without your guidance after the session? Will we be allowed to contact your support? If yes, how do we have access to support? You have a community, my friend, and you have a lot of notes. We give you a lot of tools. We give you, AI agents where you can ask doubts and can answer questions. There's a lot of things that can be done. Dushyant, your job, you don't worry. We'll solve your problems. Okay. Brian, I'm not very sure why that happened. Folks, if someone is charged more than what they should have been, right? Maybe you have taken that additional option that you had. Maybe that's the reason. If you're having, guys, if you're facing any issues, if you think if there's any problem that happened, why don't you write an email? PV, if you could share your email ID in the chat. If anyone of you have faced an issue while making a payment, you can write an email to PV. PV will help out. And PV, can we quickly run a poll if this is the case? A lot of questions are around payment link is failing, payment link is failing. So can you just quickly do that as well? Run a poll if anybody is facing issues or anything. I'm retired, 70 years old. I can't spend. Subhash, sir, you can chill. Don't need to take the program. You are already retired. You should just chill. Play with AI. You already have learned a lot of things. Play with it. I think you have the time to sit and chill around and play with it. So you probably don't need a paid program for that. I have paid. Will we get an email confirmation and receipt? Absolutely, Roland. Absolutely. I stepped away. What's the cost? And these are only days and time. The days and time are on the screen, like you guys can see. And the price is 1,999 for the first 50 people, but we've extended for 10 more seats. So that is where it is. How does Growth School design AI training for product teams and engineering teams? We do have some program for engineers and all, but those are much longer and stuff like that. So you can write to Priyatham at growthschool.io and maybe he will put you in touch with the right thing. All right. I'm not sure. I might be traveling next month. So can I move it to the next? Like I said, guys, 1 week before the program starts, we allow you, we give you an option to switch if you guys want to. Okay, will we get certificate for the bootcamp? Yes, you will. What if I'm a slow learner with disabilities? Will we assist you? Sorry, we don't really have any additional options, but we will try to help you as much as we can, quite frankly. I mean, that should not be a problem. We'll do the best that we can. Giving all the access of data to AI like Google Drive data and some sensitive data, wouldn't that be a problem? Well, that's, I mean, it depends on how much you trust AI, right? How much would you go about it? Look, like I am okay to give, right? I'm okay to kind of give, but it depends on you, and it depends on, you know, how you want to operate, right? So if you're an enterprise company, you might not be comfortable at all to be able to do that. I have paid and I've not got the confirmation. PV, after there looks like a few people have paid and not got the confirmation. Can we drop the list of names in the chat? Or oh, we are anyways going to be emailing, right? Maria, I think you can write, if you have not got the confirmation, you don't get it in the next 24 hours, you can actually write to Priyatham. PV, don't drop the names. That would be a breach of privacy. Even the names, I don't want to take a risk. It's fine. Maria, you can write to Priyatham at Growth School here. Is there a recording for the bootcamp? There is no recording for the bootcamp, right? Okay.
One quick update. The extended seats are almost done. We still have 3 more left. Everything else is
Okay, perfect. I think I'm pretty much done as well. I've literally have like 10 questions more, so it's perfect, right? WhatsApp asks for member tag. When and how will I get member tag? I'm not really sure what that means. You can write that to an email and my team will help it out. Okay. I face enrolled for bootcamp. What if you do all day Saturday, Sunday due to my schedule? Well, it's not possible. Like, you cannot join different bootcamps. Did I miss the segment where you shared your contact info? No, I didn't share my contact info. Okay. Brian, you can, because you think you've been charged more, you can just write. I will get it checked. Okay.
ఉన్నారు వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్లో చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు బ్యాటరీ డౌన్ అవుతాను
Paul, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same. Don't worry about it. Portfolio. Will we be building a portfolio of AI projects during the bootcamp? You can if you want to. You will get projects, so you can. All right. I'm on my iPhone, unable to download Perplexity. Well, because that's on a computer. You should be able to download it on the computer. Well, guys, I have pretty much taken most of the questions that there is. Folks, thank you so much for taking the time. I just skimmed through the questions, kind of tried to answer everything. Look, like, we've tried to do the best